Oh, this is in Hades.
Yeah, this is in Hades.
Hi, everybody.
The joke is we were late because I forgot to close out of my most recent Hades run. So I had to go to the next region and then save and then quit and then open this.
Yeah.
All right. Oh yes, this Fall 2 is game 2.
Yeah.
So welcome back to Phoenix Wright. Justice for All. Farewell, my turnabout.
Yeah.
This
Last
is the
time on
second
video games.
day. Yeah, last time.
Last time on video games.
Last
It was
time.
big times. Maya got kidnapped.
Maya
bad
got
things.
kidnapped. Oh no, yeah.
You!
Oh yeah,
Oh,
we're
you!
supposed to talk to you.
Lady.
That's right. We need to do the psych block for you.
We must
right,
exchange words with you.
We saved right in front of her so that we would remember to
Yes.
talk to her. Yeah.
Lada.
All right, Lada.
Lot of locks.
Big scoop.
Lada, will you please answer my questions? On the night of the Moida, why were you loitering around the victim's room?
I told you, didn't I? For my scoop.
What I want to know about are the details of the scoop.
That's not something I can tell you. I mean, there's my bread and butter.
All right, then, an unpleasant tabloid photographer looking for a scoop.
Who are you calling unpleasant?
I'm going to say that you were looking into a scandal. Could it be that you, Lada Hart, were looking for a break with a huge story? Perhaps an unfolding scandal between Juan Carita and this person?
Hmm.
Adrian Andrews.
Yeah.
Was there
Man,
a-
Lada is a dividing character, I've discovered.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
love her or hate
Yeah.
her.
She's fun
Yeah.
to be around, but she is very frustrating when it comes to the actual case.
Hmm.
This woman?
She's Adrian Andrews, Madame Guard's manager. The Nickel Samurai's manager caught secretly meeting with his rival, the Jammin Ninja. Yeah, I like her too. It would be the hottest story of the season, wouldn't it?
You're pretty good at this guessing thing, Mr. Lawyer. But you can't just make up any old thing and think it'll make the papers. You gotta have backup.
Back up.
Yeah. You gotta have that, what's that, news sauce?
New
You
sauce.
mean news source.
That's it. So show me something that shows that fine guy had something with Miss Andrews.
I think I got
Oh,
just the
dang,
thing.
that was the wrong button.
No.
That was the wrong
Do
button.
we have to go through the entire thing again?
No,
Even though we
I'm
broke one of
Oh
them.
no!
Give her that 9. Lada's great. I would hate to
If
interrupt
you got
with
to
her
this
real-
part, you
I
should
don't
have
know.
skipped.
She seems fine. Where's your source, Wander? Show me your source.
An article
that?
from the tabloid Gossipland. Check.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous? A superstar in an ultra-hot mega secret love scandal? Reliable sources say that Juan Carita has been getting in close with the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A.
An asshole.
This is the article from a certain weekly tabloid. Jammin' Midnight Rendezvous. To the mysterious yet beautiful manager to the stars, Miss A.A.
Ha!
Mr. Carita didn't have a manager of his own. What's more, his rival, Mr. Ungard's manager, Adrian Andrews. She has the initials AA! You saw this article and then thought to take some pictures of them as proof. That's why you were lurking around Mr. Carita's door last night!
Wah.
Wang.
Wait.
Good fight.
Hold on.
Wait, what?
You have a sound clip,
Oh.
don't you?
You have a Waluigi. You're gonna hit us with the Waluigi Wah. You're gonna do that. Yeah, there
Where
it
is
is.
your wah? He brought it.
Oh,
No,
boy.
it's multiple. Run!
It's over the page.
They're multiplying.
You just
I got you.
mother.
Mama.
You were looking
Right.
into You were looking into Mr. Kurita and Miss Andrews' affair, weren't you? It's not really an
You got
affair.
it!
if
I was
everyone-
gonna get myself a school by catching him in a secret meeting. Wah.
Wah.
Hallelujah.
Neither one of them were in a relationship with anyone. It's not an affair. But there's already an article about it in one of the weekly tabloid magazines. It's no longer breaking news.
Why don't you just... Sorry about that. What'd you say? Her initials were AA. What kind of vague thing is that? That ain't no proof of nothing. People are gonna want to see the real proof.
When did you start caring about that?
Well, at least I do. So that's what I was doing, getting photos.
Oh, okay.
Oh. I forgot I was around.
I'm gonna whip up Rita's interest with some gossip and a little misleading.
No!
That's my nickname over at the paper, misleading.
Hmm.
That's not. I made that up. I'm sorry. I
How dare
misled
you
ya.
mislead us?
Then spice it up a little and have myself an exclusive story.
Wow, Lotta, nice journalistic integrity you got there.
He's a tabloid photographer. I don't have integrity. I would have finished up writing out my spicy article, you know.
Integrity is enough to get you fired.
But
Hmm?
the paper I wrote on my note to myself, it's gone.
You know to yourself.
It was inside the case of my $1,600 camera. They done run off together. I came here for my big story. Didn't come here to have my treasure disappear on me.
Yeah, I understand.
It's enough to make a gal go bonkers, I tell you. What's with people now anyway? I never thought I'd see the day when someone done steal something from me.
You really want that note back, huh? I've got no idea why, though. The story on that note is probably a bold-faced lie. Updated.
Tabloid article about the
Yay.
Valentine case.
Hmm.
Alright, so do we get anything? Should we go
Yeah,
on?
we got that. Makes me wonder. So, she wrote a story about the two of them being together, and it's bullshit. And I feel like we have some character that feels like they might know about that already.
Hmm.
Mm.
Do we?
Don't we have a place we haven't gone yet?
We do.
Hi.
Hi there.
Bye now.
Hi.
know.
Hello.
Yo. Just kidding. Captain Cole. A quick little snippet of everybody's voices on the drive-by.
Ah, criminal
You.
affairs.
Here we go.
Hello.
It's the Blue Badger.
Been a while.
You run from me.
I think this is the first time we've been here in this game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
The blue thing looks different.
Blue Badger. Yeah. That's the proto.
It's not a
that's the proto
badger.
badger. It's a proto badger. But Detective Gumshoe said that they had an investigation briefing.
Yeah. Oh, he's back.
Yo.
Hey, so you came, pal.
What? Why the blunt greeting?
I should have read that differently. Because there's nothing to be friendly or happy about.
What do you mean by that?
Well, things look perfect this time around. The evidence and testimony are like airtight.
But we can't just roll over and die. We have to stay positive. So what do you mean the evidence is airtight?
I can't give you all the details, pal, but there's two big pieces.
Oh.
That's so. Did you, I thought you were.
I
thought
didn't
you,
see the line.
It's two.
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 And both of them are in this here photo.
Is that the one we already saw? Yes.
Maybe.
Hmm.
Noise.
The foist is this button that's missing from the victim's chest.
It's a button.
That's a big button. That's a big
Hmm.
button.
That's a very large button. That's the button that you found during your body search with Mr. Engard.
Yep, I found it in the folds of the Nickel Samurai's special pants.
Oh,
His special pants.
His special pants.
And the second one is?
The knife in his chest there, pal. The fingerprints on the knife in his chest, to be exact.
Fingerprints? Whose are they?
Why didn't you? You didn't have to ask, little missy. It's obvious. They're Mad Hen guards.
Tomorrow's
I'm a
trial.
guard.
Talk about being stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Alright, testimony.
So what's this about this airtight tariff testimony?
No.
No.
It's that old lady
Hell.
secretary, Miss Obey.
You thought you had enough of me. I'm always watching.
I knew
No.
I already had enough of you.
I
thought
hear
so.
her in my soul. She implanted me with some kind of a device. I don't know what to do. Oh.
How many
What do
devices you got on you?
mean? I have to stop meeting people.
Mhm.
You thought so? Did she tell you something, pal?
Well,
And I even told her not to open that mouth to hurry to blab to everyone.
her blab knob is stuck on 10 and there's no turning it down, trust me.
Yeah, well, Miss Olbag saw it all, pal.
Sure
Just
she
like last time,
did.
airtight.
Mhm.
She saw Mr. Ungard come out of the victim's room around the estimated time of death.
No way!
Hey. Gumshoe, we should talk. Let's present some things, maybe.
Old time's sake.
If I'm caught leaking info to you here in this here precinct, my neck's gonna be in a ringer, pal.
Your neck? No!
Why do you think I wear my tie so loose? Oh, I meant my neck as a joke. But yeah, ask me about things that have to do with the case only, alright, pal?
It's okay, Pearl. He'll be alright. Promise. No, he'll be alright. Stop. Gumshoe, you're scaring her, Gumshoe!
Pal.
No!
Yeah. Oh, we're pretty interested in this being big.
Stop scaring
gossip.
children, Gumshoe.
The scandal with
It happened
Mr. Kurita.
again.
God damn it. The scandal with Mr. Kurita, but why?
Well, 2 years ago, a
Oh.
woman committed suicide and a total shift.
Wait, huh?
Total shit.
Oh no.
Suicide?
Content
by the
warning,
way,
I did not know about this.
Yeah, sorry.
I
I
forgot
should have
about
said at
that.
the beginning. I should have said earlier, there's gonna be a lot of talk about this, so if that makes you uncomfortable,
Ah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You should have seen
We should definitely put that in the
Yeah.
video.
Yeah. Her name is Celestine Pax. And she was Juan's Corrida's manager.
The victim's manager.
But that's all, not all, pal. Miss Impact was Mr.
Nope.
No, try again.
Miss Adrian Andrews.
Adrian, is that how you say that?
Yes.
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 All right, so it was Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. She taught Miss Andrews everything she knew about the business from square one.
Her mentor? Tur.
Oh, that is an unfortunate pun.
Mm.
As
A woman who
in Pax is Latin for in peace.
a woman who was both Mr.
Oh.
Kurita's manager and Miss Andrew's mentor. Could her suicide have something to do with this case?
You ever think about dementors and like the opposite of mentors? It'd be like, sorry. Anyway, do you
Ever-
want to know more about it, pal?
You ever think about how Harry Potter's first kiss was technically with a Dementor?
No, no, I haven't.
Now you have. Wonder your feelings.
Oh,
Gumshoe.
this stuff in that glass is tomato juice, pal.
Damn
Totally, 100% bona fide tomato. I heard that the victim really loved that stuff. Favorite drink in the world. Is that a thing people drink?
Wait, it was the
Yes.
Yes.
Like straight up?
Yes.
People drink tomato juice, yes.
Why?
Why
They
not?
like it.
Sometimes it has alcohol in it, and it's called a Bloody Mary.
Oh,
Good
that's what a
enough.
Bloody Mary is?
Yeah, Bloody
Yeah.
Mary is, well, it's more stuff besides that. But yeah, tomato juice is a thing.
Huh.
Wait, so the victim loved tomato juice. I'm guessing they picked it up because it's a weird thing to have be your favorite drink. Like, not a lot of people are
I
love
agree
tomato
with
juice
this.
that much.
Very strange.
Because this has been bothering me, because I saw everything was knocked off of the desk, but the glass was still standing. That's going to be
Right,
important later.
right. They even pointed that out.
Mhm.
So like, oh, well, this glass isn't even there.
It was his favorite drink. First time I've heard that. You sure you
They
don't
do-
mean? You sure it wasn't a Bloody Mary, Gumshoe? Because that I could believe.
Can't,
I mean, if
can't
there
have
was like,
alcohol here.
if there was like a
No
celery stick,
alcohol allowed.
if there was like a celery sticking out of it, then yeah.
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 Nah,
Not true.
pal. It was the victim that was bloody. The Mary wasn't. There was nowhere involved.
I'm following. I'm following.
Have you seen those like hardcore Bloody Marys that have like whole slices of pizza and hot dogs in them?
What?
Ooh, now you have my attention.
What?
No, Jay!
What? You said they're hardcore.
Well, yeah, it's like a Bloody Mary, but like they have just entire stuff sticking out of them as the garnish.
Oh. Wait, as jokes?
Kinda, but people eat it. It's
Oh,
a
good,
savory
good, good.
cocktail.
Okay.
Cheers.
Goals.
I bet there's a...
Goals.
Okay, let's go. Well, can you tell me about this guitar, Case?
Jay, it has vodka.
Ooh, well, I be very asleep. That's okay. Oh, Dave. It's just what I heard, pal. That's the but that's the Gem and Ninja signature item.
The second I leave. But the guitar wasn't in his hotel room.
Yeah, we look forward to. It's not normal for a person to forget to bring their utmost famous item to an award show.
Starting to sound like that red guitar is related to this case after all.
Nah.
Maybe they hid something else in the case so they could sneak it through customs.
That's a thought.
Like in that movie, Desperado.
Ah.
Parado. Okay. You look at this photo and you can't help it.
Time to laugh.
It,
Gotcha. Gotcha, Gumshoe.
it makes you want to say, I can't believe this is the scene of a moida.
Stab with a knife after a
His skin.
struggle.
But that's like a butter knife, though.
Yeah, and also
And
it's like,
not anywhere in his flesh.
and it's yeah, it's like an inch deep into him. A clue is sleeping in this photo somewhere. I know it. There's probably like 26 clues in this photo.
And it's
Who
on
knows?
it's on his right side. And it's not a butter knife. It
Yeah.
looks like a butter knife, but I think it's supposed to be a steak knife because they had T-bone steaks.
Yeah, but it's still like way above where his heart would have been, even if it was his left side.
And not even in the flesh.
You know
Excuse
what
me,
else
just-
also?
I just glanced at the
No.
chat and saw absinthe mixed with glow stick juice. Oh, what?
That
Unhealthy.
should not be
That
drank. That is
sounds
poison.
toxic
That is
as
death.
hell.
Death.
There was a plate missing its knife in Mr. Engard's room too.
Yeah,
Ah, fuck.
Yeah.
it's
got
that
everything.
knife probably.
Suts. I bet there's a profile that we need to present. I remember.
Probably
You did.
Adrian.
There's something interesting about this woman, pal.
She's a very interesting woman.
Yes.
And what was that?
Oh, you don't know? You haven't heard the gossip about her.
Gossip, huh? I wonder if he knows anything about that article.
Okay.
Oh,
I
don't get
wonder what we
ominous
need
on
to
me
do
now, pal.
then.
Tell me about the
But-
suspect.
We just presented the article.
Oh,
Yep.
we did.
Hey, why don't we just let bygones be bygones, pal? Look, this guy is guilty. A buck says so. The dough, not so much.
Gumshoe, please.
But-
Gumshoe, please.
But
work
Maya,
with me. But Maya, $1.
Oh, I'm betting you money. If I'm betting you
Stop
money,
staring.
you know it's bad.
Stop scaring Pearls! Sure you're not talking about Pearl's allowance money?
I can't bet any more than that. My salary, you ever see a
Matter.
negative before salary before?
It doesn't matter what we think. I still have to defend Mr. Ungard in court or else.
Mr. Nick?
Does he maybe now have an open... Okay.
I'm not a real fan of an action show or anything. But I know who Juan Corrida and Matt Engard are, yeah. And I know who they are, it's awesome. Juan Corrida, though, he was always desperately trying to be better than Matt Engard.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh, she was the victim's manager, who was also Miss Adrian Andrews' mentor. It's been 2 years since her suicide, and now those two are linked again by another death. Or maybe this is a question.
I'm getting sick of dealing with one foolish idiot after another.
So it's coming.
You can't seem to stop allying yourself with the enemy, can you? I don't need a traitor in my midst.
You know me.
I do, Scruffy. You have 30 minutes to get out of here. You are no longer needed. Goodbye.
No!
That's...
How many times is Gumshoe gonna get fired?
Wait, please wait, sir. If I don't get this month's pay, I'll
Quiet.
Oh no, he's gonna starve.
No!
If it weren't for traitors like you,
Is this me?
Wander?
Is Wonder.
I would have won. Is that what you want to say?
who?
Whose voice is that? That voice! Edgeworth!
He lives!
You're alive?
Little sister?
Who could
Former
have
lover.
known?
Phoenix?
It's been a long time, right?
This person. This is Mr. Edgeworth?
Is this your special someone?
Mr. Gumshoe?
What am I going to do with you? Still blaming others when things go wrong? You haven't changed a bit, Franziska.
You. How dare you show your face to me without a shred of shame in your face? You've soiled the Von Karma name, dragged it through the mud.
Hey, none of Von Karma, be your father killed my father, so...
You even ran away with your tail between your legs like the ill-bred dog you are.
Are you talking about the Von Karma family creed? To be perfect in every way.
One family.
We're on a roll
I'm
today.
practically perfect in every way. And let's hear it, Franziska. How are things going? I hear you're having a rough time maintaining perfection in this country.
Oh, you haven't won a single case here, have you?
You seem to be getting crushed under the weight of it all. That's why I came back.
Keep your assumptions to yourself. I haven't given in yet. I won't lose.
Wrong Julie Andrews role there. Shiznit.
What? Oh.
This case is mine. I'll never hand it over to you. Never.
Although good one.
Mr.
It's
Phoenix,
fine to
right?
be-
I will see you tomorrow. In court.
Oh, no. It's always funny to me when like the someone shows up like I decided to come. I just picture like on the couch, just like hemming and hawing, hemming like I don't want to. Fine, I'll go. And he shows up. I came here to stop you.
It will be a clinical lesson on the meaning of total victory.
Never heard that one before. Still the same wild mare she always was. Is that offensive? I feel like maybe that's offensive.
Nah.
It's definitely rude.
Talk to
I
that
guess
lad.
Let's talk to this lad.
I thought you, the prosecutor Miles Edgeworth, had gone and died.
Why are you talking about like that? I know who I am.
Mr. Nick!
I never wanted to see you again.
I think that's enough of a warm welcome for someone you haven't seen in a year.
Are you going to run tomorrow's trial?
You heard her right. That wild mare hasn't given in yet, it seems. So, no, I don't think I'll be making an appearance. Your hatred for me is quite unhealthy, not to mention one-sided. If you call someone a horse, it'd be offensive to gender. The thing is, it kinda does in this context. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it was definitely supposed to be very mean. It's like, come on, man, you're better than this. But I will say one thing. You can't win on your own at the trial tomorrow.
What's that supposed to mean?
Calling someone a stallion has quite a different implication. True.
That's true.
I have something definitive that you lack. Or a stud.
Wild bull.
And working together is the definition of teamwork. It's the power to find the truth.
The truth.
In order to understand this case, you have to understand a certain truth. Well, if you ever feel the need for my assistance, it is available to you. I'm not in charge of this case, so I can be a bit more generous with information.
Just what's going on inside his head.
Please like me again, please like me again, I'm so sorry.
Mad!
You must earn our trust.
What's going on inside the little head of yours? Is he gay or European?
What?
He's gay and European. A lot of things may have happened. However, Manfred von Karma was still my mentor. And a perfect win record is proof of a von Karma.
1 year ago. You could not establish guilt in a few cases. Are those losses the reason you suddenly disappeared from the prosecutor's office? Did you leave because you had lost your perfect win record? To think your motivation for prosecuting trials was so selfish. It'd have been better for everyone if you never came back from the dead, Edgeworth.
Damn.
I see. Then let me ask you something. Why do you stand in the courtroom? What is your reason? It's you, Edgeworth. You're my reason.
Well, with Franziska, she almost always says,
I will defeat you this time.
the instant she sees me.
Gadget.
But, how'd you like my impression?
Wow, that was really impressive.
Thank you. But,
Only seen up to
But-
case 1 through 4 of the first game. What are you doing here?
Oh.
Let me ask you. Why is Phoenix mad at Miles? Miles. Okay, so Miles disappeared for like a year after the last case.
Without
of the
really
first
saying
game.
why.
Yeah. At least
so
by the
Corey,
spin-offs.
you should absolutely watch the remainder of that, because the end of that game is the best part.
Yeah.
The courtroom is not a personal battlefield for prosecutors and lawyers. I stand in the courtroom to defend my client. To save their lives.
To save your client, you say?
Those who think only of their own ego-driven goals. Those kinds of prosecutors are reprehensible to me. Even if you're a prodigy. Or someone like you, Edgeworth.
It looks like there is still a lot you have yet to learn.
A lot I have yet to learn. Me?
Well, that's enough for now. The time when you will see is... The time when you will see is coming soon enough. Not a good sentence. I'm gonna look at...
The time when you will see is coming soon enough.
The time when you will see. The time when you will see.
You can
time
change the
when you
meaning of
will
a sentence
see.
by accenting certain words.
To be or not to be.
That is the question.
Wait, is that
it-
why they say that?
It's just an old theater joke of running through a line by putting emphasis on every single, like every word separately. See which one works the best.
Oh.
It's dumb.
Oh.
I have no interest in talking about useless evidence. Put a little more thought into what you show me, Phoenix Wright.
Still as stuck up as ever.
Oh no, I never said she stole my money.
I never said she stole my money. I never
said she stole my money.
I never said she stole my money.
I never
You
said
said-
she stole my money.
I never said she stole my money.
I never said she
What
stole
is
my
happening?
money.
It's
I
all
never
the
said
same
she stole
sentence.
my money. But the
there
context
you
kind of
go.
changes whenever you do the.
I never money that she stole my mon.
No, that's different.
No.
Zukori says, if I could find a good walkthrough with commentary on YouTube, but
We are.
But
Are we?
We
Wait,
did that.
wait. Are we a good walkthrough? Wait a minute.
I have the walkthrough right here if you want to see what you need to do, Wander.
I'm just trying to understand what's going on here. What? Tomato juice? Want a Bloody Mary?
Does he have new things to say?
There he is.
We are looking into leads, but we can only look into a few key players with our limited resources. There's no reason for us to waste our energy investigating this person.
Why don't you just tell it to me straight and say, I don't have any info?
I don't know who this is. I've never seen this man before in my life.
who is this person?
Who is
Celeste?
They're very handsome.
Miss
Miles
Ludenberg?
Edgeforth?
What a strange name.
How about you?
This woman is another key to solving this case.
Do you really think so?
She was Adrian Andrews' mentor a long time ago, but she was suddenly called away by a different show and became Juan Corrida's manager. And then, a few months later, Celeste Impax died.
But her death was ruled a suicide, right?
Yes. But there's still one riddle we've yet to solve. We've yet
Oh,
to
good,
solve.
good. Nice. A riddle.
Typo.
Typo in the game. Get
Typo in the
him.
Get
script.
A riddle.
Her suicide note. It went missing. No one could find it.
It had a typo in it.
A suicide note that just vanished, huh?
Aha! Miss Impax's death was most certainly a suicide. Of that there is no mistake. However, we could not find her suicide note. That's when the police began to suspect that someone had hidden it.
The suicide note? But how do you know Miss Impax had ever written such a note?
There was no solid evidence, however. We did find traces of ink on her right index finger, which makes the likelihood of a suicide note very high.
I mean, that doesn't necessarily mean it was a suicide note. That just means she wrote something before she died. It could have been.
Well, we
was
anything.
bad
didn't
at
find what
writing.
that was, so there.
Mhm. But who would hide such a thing?
The police think it was Mr. Juan Corrida himself.
The victim. Yikes.
Whoa. What are we playing?
He was the
Doki
one
Doki
who
Literature
found
Club?
her body, which makes him the only person who had a chance to hide her suicide note.
Mr. Kurita hid his own manager's suicide note, but why?
As long as her note is missing, any speculation beyond this is meaningless.
Yeah,
Now
heads
I
up,
think
we're
you
gonna
should
see
look-
that. Oh, sorry. We're gonna see that screenshot kind of a lot, but that's the worst that it gets. But it does kind of crop up a few times.
Yeah.
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 For now, I think you should look this over. I hope it's not the thumbnail. Probably won't be.
It
It's
is
probably
the
gonna be
Oh,
Lada.
that would suck.
I will change it if it is.
I mean, that's easily changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not
It's
a
probably
problem.
gonna be Lada because it's usually early. Like the
Yeah.
Twitter announcement thumbnails usually heard from early in the stream, so it's probably gonna be Lada.
Well, let me check that.
Yeah, but the Twitter announcement is very late sometimes.
If the Twitter
That's what
announcement
I
is
meant.
Edgeworth, that's also spoilers. I don't know.
This is the suicide
It's karma.
report.
Got it. We're safe.
Oh, it's Francisca? Oh, that is pretty late.
Oh,
Yeah, 9 minutes ago.
yeah, I'm telling you, we gotta fix it. We gotta fix that.
Yeah, I
Part
agree.
1, anyway.
Part 1.
Why not give us the other
Suicide
part
report.
then?
Oh, actually, now that you say that, you're about to hit one of the things that trip people up for sure the most about this.
Oh boy.
Oh.
It presents Edgeworth the thing he just gave you.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
Yes.
Present
probably-
and then he'll give you the second part?
That's exactly right.
Are you
That's exactly
serious?
right. That's the number one fuck you moment in Ace Attorney in my opinion.
Dumb. It was dumb.
Yep,
I
I
don't
agree.
like to look. I don't like to look through reports. I like suicide reports even less.
Mhm.
Worst of all, the reports that have multiple parts like that one. That has 2.
Sometimes there's 3 cases.
2 parts.
What you just handed me, that I had just handed you before that, is the first part of the report. Here is the second part.
Parsec.
Ooh, Parsec.
Ooh, Parsec.
Ooh.
Wow.
Oh.
The second part of the report is about an attempted suicide. The attempter's name is Adrian Andrews.
Oh
Oh.
shit.
Oh.
Miss Andrews? What did she do? I didn't speak in a long time, so she got some chips.
Aw,
Thank you.
Gumshoe got Pearl a snack before he left.
Aw.
Oh, thank
I'm
you.
sorry.
Hey,
not
thank you,
scared now.
Gomez.
She tried to kill herself.
Don't know why that's not showing up.
She doesn't seem like the kind of person to try and kill herself, though.
Nick,
Phoenix says it doesn't mean very much, Nick.
you think she's a strong career woman? That's just what she wants you to think. Adrian Andrews. She has a certain secret she's always trying to hide.
A secret?
Her dependent nature. That's what she's really like on the inside. I don't like your vibe today, Edgeworth.
Yeah.
Miss
He's been a while.
Andrews.
He's a little grumpy.
Dependent. Talk about the exact opposite of what that woman is. Maybe he has new things to talk about now because we just talked about that.
Nope.
No.
Oh, wait, no, yeah.
Actually,
Why is it up there?
that's never happened before.
Yeah,
What's
that's
this about the Miss Andrews having a dependent nature?
Adrian Andrews' attempted suicide was a few days after the death of Celeste in PAX.
And
And why did Adrian Andrews think about committing suicide?
Oh, huh.
Because-
Apparently,
Pardon?
I was gonna say, apparently the 3DS remake changed from codependency to dependent nature. Which,
oh, okay.
Mm.
Interesting. Because I do remember them saying codependency.
Interesting.
Because she had apparently lost her will to live.
Lost her will, but why would she?
We
The pillar of strength, her mentor, Celeste in PAX, was gone forever. That's why.
Why would that?
is this what they call following someone to the grave?
Oh, we got the sad.
After her attempted suicide, Adrian Andrews started attending counseling sessions. She is someone who needs a person in whom she can trust absolutely. And once she finds that person, she'll do anything she can to keep them near. Without such an anchor in her life, her crippling anxiety stifles her ability to live.
Whew. And that's the nature of her dependency on others.
When Celestine Pax suddenly committed suicide, the world before her turned pitch dark. That's according to Adrian Andrews herself.
Then that means her super confident attitude.
It's all a facade.
Ooh, good use of that seat.
She's only copying her mentor's behavior to hold herself together.
How terrible. Yeah, I agree. Game, stop showing us that picture, please. It's awful. So, I bet we got somebody who's Cyclops we could break down now.
But what if we present the suicide report part 2 and get part 3?
And it just fills up her entire second page with more of these.
Yeah, the chat said,
Appearances.
you joke, but I did that out of anxiety.
Yeah.
Appearances can be deceiving. It's such a cliche saying, but it's cliche because it's true.
Miss Andrews. To think that behind that unwavering, brave front, she's been hiding this weakness and fear.
Anyway, here's the third part.
No!
Ah.
Alright.
Andrews had a Cyclops for us, right?
Yes. Immediately.
Aw, it's kind of cute.
Eh.
Mr. Nick, what's that stuffed animal's name?
That's the blue. Oh.
No.
That's the chief. Who
That's
voiced
the Blue Badger.
Oh, okay.
Different
It's a
chief
new
this
chief.
time. Yeah.
New chief. Yeah.
You got fired last touch.
It was my idea. I made it. It's the precinct's mascot, you know.
Okay, not okay. It's the same chief.
It's the same guy, but
No,
that's
no,
fine.
It's
Everyone
the same
thinks they
guy,
made
but
it.
his voice sounds different.
Oh, wow.
I'll get him assigned mascot of every police station if it's the last thing I do.
Mr.
I hope you
Acula,
succeed in your mission, sir.
Mr. Acula, answer me this. What is a man? Excuse me. Acula did not go to medical school just to be called Mr.
Dr.
Dr.
Dracula.
Acula. Dracula.
But do you guys remember that? Do you guys remember the time in the first playthrough where we discovered that the Blue Badger is based on a real mascot for the Japanese police, and they ended up being terrifying?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. This must
Oh,
be
boy.
the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen.
What? The Hero of Heroes award ceremony? The grand prize got away from the Jamma Ninja again?
Chief, you're so behind. Shouldn't you be reading something more important?
No, this is the most important thing.
Okay, the poster of a female police officer. Wait, no, that's the latest Babes in Uniform calendar. My bad.
You terrible man.
That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Voiced by Sebs.
Hang in there, you'll be okay, buddy. You're not injured that badly. A hangnail isn't. Hey, Gumshoe! Gumshoe! Gumshoe!
Are you playing a video game with Gumshoe as the protagonist?
I wish I had that line on the soundboard right now.
He must be doing image training for when a fellow officer is injured. Weird.
Important to keep his composure.
Do they still make Ace Attorney games? There's a rumored Ace Attorney game in the works, but we don't know that for sure.
As well as a collection.
We
Yeah,
want
it's a
it.
rumor. Well, I mean,
Want it.
it's a leak. really.
Hi.
No.
Wait, I have not heard about this
Want
collection.
to talk to me?
We're hoping that Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney 5 and 6 are gonna
Yeah, dual-
be the collection. Yeah,
Dual
Dual
Destiny,
Destiny.
Spirit of Justice.
Yeah.
Okay,
That'd be
It
cool.
was part of a big leak of projects
yeah.
for Ace Attorney.
But yeah, Spirit of Justice is not the most recent game, but it's the most recent localized game.
Oh, that's
Mm.
right. There's the unlocalized one, which a localization of that was also found in the same leak.
So,
Who
So
knows?
Do we
Go
want to
find
talk to
Adrian
her?
Andrews.
No. We're going to Adrian.
Oh.
Okay.
Never.
Go talk to Adrian, yeah.
On no opportunity do we want to talk.
Why
about
are you
Adrian.
leaving me?
Stop.
Oh, gee, I wonder why.
Hey, y'all.
Well, bye, y'all. That's a good sign. It's March.
oh, Miss Andrews is here. But it looks like she's talking with someone.
That's Franziska von Karma.
Miss Von Karma?
What are you doing here?
Investigating.
Well, you see, I'm his lawyer, so
You've got some nerve following me around.
following you. No.
That's because you, Miss. That's you, Miss Von Karma. You're the one doing the following.
You're following
Get
us
it,
in
Pearls, get it.
reverse.
Get it, Pearls, get it. Pearls.
Pearl's easy.
Mhm.
Not yet.
You're always following them after that Mr. Detective with the little beard.
Me? Following after Scruffy? Don't make me laugh. Let me show you something interesting, little girl.
Beep, 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 boop. Beep, boop, beep, boop, beep, boop. More
Isn't that illegal?
A little bit.
What is that?
It's a Geiger counter. I placed a piece of radioactive material on Gumshoe's person.
Nerd!
An electromagnetic receiver. I planted a tracking device on that detective. And with this, I know that fool's every move.
Why is this
feel like it's-
necessary?
I feel like it's a violation.
And also, why do you even care anymore? You just fired him. So that noise we heard was this receiver.
She didn't fire him, she just took him off the case.
I feel really sorry for poor Detective Gumshoe now.
Now then. Let's stop wasting time. Adrian Andrews? Yes? Think hard about what we just discussed. Understood?
Don't whip her.
I think she just hit the ground.
All right.
Oh?
Was that...
What are those two talking about? Down, Wander. Down, boy.
No, that card.
I know, down, boy.
Miss Andrews. She seems a little dazed, doesn't she?
Oh, I thought you were saying down boy for different reasons.
No.
No! No, I wasn't.
But you could be.
Give it this 9.
That's on me, I guess. Am I recognizing that
Four.
from something we saw or something I'm remembering from before?
You definitely the second. Motive for murder. Why was Juan Carita murdered? If you ask me, I think you know the reason he was killed.
Hmm.
She
Why
has
are you
the
hiding
face of
things?
what's her face?
Who?
The Ditz.
Who? Oh, Eenie Meenie? Eenie Mine?
She's
Oh, yeah.
making the eeny miny face right now.
I kind of see it.
Mm.
Don't you realize you're putting Mr. Engard's life in danger by your actions?
Why do you ask questions for which I have no answers? The truth is, I was not that close to Mr. Carita.
You were not that close.
That's right. I've never been good at being intimate with another person.
You're not good at being intimate with another person. Somehow I highly doubt that. Time to get crazy personal. Oh, you know what? I bet it. Yeah, I bet it's Celeste Impact's profile.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Time to get crazy personal with you. Let's go.
Get in your beeswax.
I'm
really?
very bad at connecting with
Oh.
people. They're so depressing for the most part.
What?
Oh, we jumped
Really?
the gun?
I would have said the newspaper.
Oh.
But I
Oh.
especially dislike feeble-minded individuals.
Yeah. Yes. Well.
And that's why I don't think I could ever be intimate with you.
Oh, shut
Okay.
down.
Yeah.
But we weren't
I
even
guess
asking,
it is. I guess it is the newspaper then. So I guess
we
she's
weren't
saying
even
I'm both
asking her about that.
depressing and stupid, but I'm certain that you were very close with the victim.
Say that all you like, but still don't have any proof.
You're not good at being intimate with another person? Somehow I highly doubt that.
Newspaper.
Why would a newspaper?
Hooray! You
Oh,
and
my.
Mr. Kurita had an intimate relationship, did you not?
No. That paper is lying. It's a tabloid.
Yeah.
A silly third-rate tabloid article. If you even had half your wits about you, you wouldn't believe such rubbish.
Well, it seems quite a few people have already bought into this story. Like Wendy Oldbag.
Yes.
That's to be expected in a world filled with crooks and liars.
Note to self, stay on her good side.
Too late.
In any case, I despise interpersonal relationships like that.
I see. However, what if there was a need for you to get close to someone?
Me? Need to get close to Mr. Kurita. As if there was ever such a need.
Didn't you get close to Mr. Kurita for this person's sake?
Oh, no. Here's where we.
Oh, it's Celeste Impacts. Yeah, there we go. Celeste Impacts your mentor.
How do you know about Celeste?
I do my job.
That's a good point, and I'm sorry for that. Miss Impacts, she committed suicide, didn't she? But it looks like no one knows why. Oh, new face. Right before her death, she was Juan Kurita's manager. So I believe you got close to Mr. Kurita so that you could find out more about her suicide.
You have a great imagination. You may have a future yet as a slimy muckraker for a putrid third-rate tabloid.
Oof.
Muckraker?
Miss Andrews?
I forget how the Moonraker theme goes, but imagine I sang Muckraker to that.
There was no mystery surrounding her death. None! It would be pointless for me to force myself into a relationship for nothing.
Is that really true? Was there really no mystery at all? I don't believe you were completely at ease with the way that her suicide was resolved. Yeah, I know it's a percent there. Yeah, it's gonna be the second one. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
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 Get a hold of yourself.
What?
Was it the first one? Oh, okay. I was gonna go the first one, then you said the second
Why would
one.
it be the first
That
one?
makes sense.
I would have
too.
thought the second one too.
I would have thought the first one.
Oh,
If you want advice on doing yourself in, I suggest asking someone like the police.
which translates to go take a long walk off a short pier. Okay, I'm gonna suggest that maybe we back out of this save and then come back into it
Why?
because
We'll get healed
we're
anyways, won't we?
yes, but if we take any more damage, then we won't heal all the way.
Yeah, I
But
think you
we've
should back out as well.
But we've already taken the damage.
But
if
we don't
more
want to
damage
take
later?
any more damage.
Because if you heal
I don't-
now, then you'll be back in full health.
I don't think that matters too much personally, but
It does.
If we just don't get any more wrong.
Good luck
But
then.
I'm worried we're gonna get more wrong.
Nice.
eh. But yeah, they're asking why would it be the second one? It had nothing to do with her suicide. Yeah, like it says that the first one is like about her mentors having like not everything in place.
We didn't have
listen,
to present.
The second one. The
The
second
second
one
one's
is
about her herself.
about her suicide. So the question said, I think that maybe you were not at peace about the whole situation.
Yeah,
Because-
she
and
attempted suicide
See,
because her
we
Yeah,
did
that's
have.
my-
We do have to present two things to the first lock, so it might have to be might be like that for the rest of them.
Maybe.
We'll see. Here we go. Celeste Impacts. We
Yeah,
do.
what I assumed was with the first one, it says like your mentor had missing evidence for her suicide. And
I
that
mean,
is why she's
clearly-
not at
Yeah.
peace with it.
I don't believe
Clearly-
you were completely at ease with the way her suicide was resolved. Implies that she was. We need to present evidence that she was not at peace.
Clearly,
Yeah.
you're right.
Is her?
Clearly, you're right, and it should be this, but I still think that the other one makes sense.
Yeah.
What happens if you run out of health? In this part, nothing.
Let me just die.
well,
Not
okay.
pre-trial.
Fair enough. You do, but I mean, we want to go into the trial with more health anyway. Miss Impact's suicide note was never found, was it?
If you go into the trial with 0 health, you automatically lose.
I'm not ready, Your Honor. Okay, guilty.
Damn it.
Looks like the police were under the suspicion that someone had hidden it. Like maybe the person who discovered her body, Mr. Kurita.
Juan?
And Miss Andrews, I believe you thought the same thing. That is why you became intimate with Mr. Kurita. Nice.
I've sat by quietly and listened to your insulting ramblings long enough.
Hmm.
It's true that Celeste was my mentor. However, allow me to say this again. It had nothing to do with me. I didn't even know that her suicide note was never found. I'm a person who doesn't care about what goes on in the lives of others.
Okay, here we
People-
go.
People who commit suicide don't always leave a note. That's the impression you like to give.
I
However,
think that's what they mentioned, like the ink on her fingers. Like, we were pretty sure she wrote a note based on this,
Oh, okay.
but we never
I
found
gotcha.
one, so we're not sure what's going on with that. Like, she wrote down
gotcha.
something right before she died, and we never found what it is she wrote.
I
That's
misunderstood that.
suspicious.
I don't think that's who you really are.
What?
I have evidence that says otherwise.
Did that bastard Edgeworth tell you? He's lying.
This is proof that Celeste Impacts was someone very special to you. Now it's the attempted suicide.
That's nice.
Miss Andrews, you nearly went through with it too, didn't you?
Went through with what?
Ending your life. Whew. Miss Andrews, you look and act like a very strong woman who has it all together, and that is still the case. But you don't ask for anyone's help, relying only on yourself.
Yes, I've been very independent ever since I can remember.
However, this is all just a lie, a facade. You've always searched out people on whom you can depend on.
That's...
You were dependent on Miss Impacts, weren't you? Which is why, when she passed away, you lost everything you had.
Stop!
Alright.
When Celeste passed away so suddenly like that, I died a death of my own. But no matter how hard I tried, I couldn't stop thinking about what had become of her note.
You must have heard about the police report. The one that said the police suspected Mr. Kurita of hiding Miss Impacts' note. You heard about it and thought to recover it from him by getting close, am I right? If that's the case, then everything changes.
What do you mean?
Topic did we start this conversation on again?
It was... Why was the victim killed?
Exactly. Somehow, Miss Andrews, it seems that you have become the one with the reason to want Mr. Kurita dead.
Me?
Miss Impacts was everything to you. And then she died. And you would do anything to find out why she killed herself. Even commit murder. Damn it, Phoenix.
Murder?
Yeah, I would I would accuse Phoenix of going way too far on this one, except Maya. We
Yeah,
we're very,
he's a little
we're-
desperate at
We
the
are,
moment.
yeah.
Yeah,
push.
it would make
Yeah.
more sense if they like. I guess they did. Oh no, they didn't. If they had like kept reminding us about everything with Maya.
Alright.
I don't know. We did take a week break after this, so maybe that isn't as
Yeah,
big of an issue as I
Pearl
thought.
is kind of the reminder whenever she talks.
Yeah.
Motive.
It's true. I am a woman who can only live in insecurity.
Mm.
I'm physically small and I don't really have a lot of self-confidence. I've pushed against all that, though. I've tried to live strongly. I never wanted anyone to find out the truth.
Sad Steel
Miss
Samurai.
Andrews.
This one thing. It's the one thing I wanted to take with me to the grave. It was my secret. Mine and mine alone.
I'm sorry.
You probably think I'm a worthless human being right now, don't you?
Oh, please, Miss Andrews. All I want to know is the truth.
After Celeste passed away, I heard that someone had hidden her suicide note. And that someone was Juan Carita. Celeste. Without her, I became scared. Everyone seemed like they were out to get me.
So you got close to Mr. Carita to recover her suicide note, correct?
Looks like that tabloid reported the truth after all. Ironic, isn't it?
Well, like they say, where there's smoke, there's fire.
And if they purposely add fuel to the fire, they keep the celebrity world burning.
I've lost the handle on this metaphor, but okay.
Yeah.
But as for the suicide note, I didn't and wouldn't kill anyone for it. It just doesn't suit me, that's all. Well, that's enough for now. I still have work to do, so...
I understand.
Oh, I have one small favor to ask. My attempted suicide. I'd like for you to keep it a secret.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Miss Andrews?
If people found out about my weakness, I would sooner choose to die than live.
They said she's seeing someone about this, right?
All right,
Yeah.
I understand. We'll keep it a secret.
It's good. Like, yeah, Edgeworth mentioned she was going to counseling.
She
Which
did.
is good.
She did.
Yes,
Miss Andrews,
Louis, you missed a little bit.
I guess she's the overthinking type.
It got heavy!
Yeah, it got heavy.
Clue, just so you know, this is the one trial we're leaving for a while. Means like, what the fuck is going on when you come back? She probably never says anything without carefully and thinking it through first.
Thank you for your discretion.
Mr. Nick, can I ask you something?
What is it?
Miss Andrews has been playing with that card in her hand since a little while back.
That card, yeah, I guess she has. Miss Andrews, what is that card you're holding?
She's a magician.
Huh? Oh, this.
Fabulous.
I don't quite know. It just suddenly appeared in my handbag.
Huh.
Huh.
Hmm.
Huh. What is it? It looks like a seashell?
By the seashore?
Consult the conch.
Conk.
That's what it looks like, doesn't it?
Conk.
Conk, conk. I honestly don't remember owning this card. I wonder where I picked it up from.
Her not remembering something clearly? Sounds like it would be a rare occurrence.
Well, I must be off. I leave Mr. Ongard in your capable hands.
I knew it. The real murderer is Sally down at the Seaside Shell Shop.
Ah.
Sally the seashell seller?
I would have thought that this would be the end. Maybe if we just navigate someplace.
Yeah. Hallway?
Why does she have weaponry again?
Oh, yep, that looks
Don't worry
good.
about it.
I think
Well,
it's for
because
the
the-
show.
Yeah, that's the Steel Samurai's room. Don't forget.
Or the Gem and
Or
Ninja.
Nickel Samurai. Nickel Samurai.
No,
No,
Same thing.
Jam and Ninja is the other one. The only one that died.
Yes.
Wait.
And it's March.
Jammin died. Nickel
Oh my
is
god.
the
God.
one.
This is the third time.
It's not.
No.
It's March. Well, I think we've gathered about all we can.
Hang on.
I can't
One
believe
more
this.
He's the.
Juan
Damn
Karina
it.
is the one who died. Matt Ungard, the Nickel Samurai, is the client,
Suspect.
the suspect.
Okay, because Nickel Samurai is like the successor to the Steel Samurai because they're from the same studio, and Adrian works for that studio, and they ate T-bone steaks like the other case. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
I keep thinking that Matt is this Gem and Ninja because he has like a rocker dude like vibe to him.
That's
Is that really it? Okay.
I think
Well,
so.
I
'Cause
think
he
we've gathered about all we can.
Because he reminds me of Bill and Ted, and they're always doing the guitar stuff. So I'm thinking about
Bill
him,
and Ted.
and he wears red, which matches the red guitar.
I understand
But
why.
And this guy has a grass in his mouth. So how's he gonna sing if he's holding grass in his mouth?
That's
You're not
okay.
the
Reading too
country.
far.
You're not the
Character design.
country. What about Mystic Maya? Is she alright?
But country is not like
Fine.
jammin'.
Wonderful.
Jammin' is like
Understand
rock
you.
and roll. Like
You
hard
can jam
rock.
with country. You just haven't
Okay,
tried hard
okay.
enough.
Think of it this way. Think of it this way. His name begins with a J, so he's the Jammin' Ninja.
His name
There we
begins with a hua.
It's still a J.
It's a Huaman ninja.
The Huaman Ninja.
The Huaman. Juan pronounced John.
The Brahmin Ninja.
Let's go!
Let's continue.
Oh, Pearl, she looks so worn out by all this. This conversation. But she's so tired of it, and I can't blame her. She hasn't slept at all and has been walking all over the place with me today. Maybe I shouldn't have brought her at all, Phoenix.
And Matt begins with an M, which is next to N in the alphabet, and N stands for nickel.
Yeah.
What about
Mickle
Ninja?
Samurai.
Mickle Samurai.
Chat, what's the chemical
What is
symbol
it,
for
Jay?
nickel? Is it N?
No! What's wrong with it, Nick?
Wait, Nick? Nickel? We are the
Nickel!
Nickel Samurai?
Let's go back to
We
the
are
office for a little
defending
while.
the Nickel Samurai. Because our name
You're
is
really
Nick.
tired. You're really tired, right, Pearls?
Oh no. I'm okay, really. I'm fine. I really am.
You don't look fine to me.
Nobody's fine.
It's
This is worse than the eeny miny and mimi miny discussion. I agree.
Nickel. Alright, so nickel is the element that says ni.
No, 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 no. You guys stop this right now.
What? What's
Time to
wrong?
go back to the
What's
office.
wrong?
We stop this right now.
I will.
Me?
What was that whole conversation we just had with Pearl?
I don't know. I just deleted it.
Let's go back to the office.
March.
Matt Ungard is the samurai who says me.
Why are we talking about this, Phoenix? It's not that important.
I haven't said a thing.
Hi,
Hi,
Nada.
What?
Thank you, Nada.
I'm an
That one was
iron
on time.
carbon alloy.
Oh my god. Well, we did find one thing out for sure. Miss Andrews has a motive.
We found out who was playing the Nickel Samurai.
You mean Juan?
Yes.
Hojo.
No, it was Matt on guard who played the Nickel Samurai.
Correct!
Wait, then who is the pink princess?
I'm gonna throw something!
God,
You witnessed your
damn
pet
it.
suicide note.
We have to examine the poster.
That's right, she was also the one to discover the victim's body. Clever. Very clever. Beep 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 boop beep boop. Oh no, oh no, oh no,
Oh, Mr. Nick, the transceiver.
oh no. It got heavy all of a sudden. Beep boop.
Oh no.
Hello? Right and co-offices?
Mr. Attorney, you're not answering a phone.
Maya, where's Maya?
As I promised, I have not gone within a few feet of her this whole time.
Has she eaten? She needs a steady supply of burgers. No!
Which is why I suppose she's absolutely famished.
If you don't get that girl some burgers in the next 5 minutes, I'm gonna come over here and smack your face.
What?
Please, someone help! I need a burger!
Oh no.
So, I suggest you find a quick acquittal, my friend.
I've had nothing but this wine. I don't feel
At
good.
any cost, wouldn't you agree?
Wait, Maya, let me hear her.
Very well. I'll have to reach over. I can't get within a few feet of her.
Ask my
Maya, is that you?
sis. Ask my sis.
Beep boop. Shut that off pretty quick. Maya! Maya! Damn it, he cut me off!
Mystic Maya said, ask my sis, didn't she?
Sis, what's she mean by that?
Nick!
Phoenix, come the fuck
Come
on!
on.
Oh,
Come
well,
on, Phoenix! You're a hopeless one.
sorry.
That was fast.
Hello, Mia!
I got it.
Yeah, Pearl was like, oh, I better go real quick.
Also, yes, Jay,
Mia.
correct reaction. I have a message from Maya, so come ask me anything you want to know about her.
Okay. About that. How's Maya?
She's safe, for now. That kidnapper is one to keep his word, it seems.
I'm glad to hear she's safe. But Mia, how do you know?
As soon as she was locked up, Maya called for me. I read the note she left. Then I gathered as much information about her surroundings as I could.
I didn't know you could use spirit channeling like that. Pretty smart of her.
We have someone on the ends.
Yeah, this is clever. This is clever. The
This is
kidnapper, what's he like?
I don't know. Apparently, Maya went to answer a phone call at the hotel and was drugged there.
And?
Why does she know this?
She didn't see the face of her attacker.
Ah,
Maya is locked up in a very dark place right now. I'll tell you everything I heard when I was with her.
when you were with her. Okay.
Is Mario still alive?
He's gotta be March. Gotta be
Probably
March.
March.
Is Mia hunting
You-
Maya? Wait, what's happening?
What?
So Maya's trapped, so she channeled Mia and gave Mia all the information that she would need. So now Pearl is channeling Mia and she's relaying that information back to us.
Yeah.
Pretty clever.
Oh, that. Yeah, but wait, how did she relay if she's supposed to disappear?
She
during
wrote a
channeling?
note.
She wrote
She
a
wrote
note.
a note before she channeled her.
Oh.
All very smart.
Oh,
Very smart. Good job, Maya.
very weird.
I'm starving. I could really go for some apple pie.
Or
Which
burger.
would prefer-
Oh no.
Why
Channels
is that?
Mia.
Why is that what I'm worried about? Apple
Mia-
pie.
channels Mia and breaks through the ropes.
I
Okay,
mean,
Maya.
at a time like this, sweets are the only way to go.
Oh my god. Okay, Maya, I'm gonna need you to channel someone huge, just like a gigantic person.
Jack Hammer! Channel Jack Hammer!
Wait,
So that when you channel it and your body transforms, you break through the ropes that are binding you.
Leave a note for Jack
Ah.
Hammer. Jack Hammer, I am in trouble. I need you to beat the tar out of the first person who comes through that door. This is great.
And then Phoenix finds her, and then what happened?
No, Gumshoe goes through the door. I finally found you, Maya.
Oh no.
Hey, Maya.
Oh no, you're huge!
I gotta stop meeting people!
I have to stay positive. He promised he wasn't going to kill me. I'm not going to die.
We have gone so far off the rails.
Sis,
When doesn't we?
I wonder if you're with Nick right now.
Well,
Move.
Move. If I don't do something to the door first, I don't think I'll be moving anywhere.
I know how to play games like this. Okay, get ye
Are we a-
flask.
yeah, we a point-and-click adventure game today.
Drat, it's locked. But this door's lock seems easy enough to open. On TV, the hero always uses a plastic card or a stiff piece of cardboard.
With a paperclip and a bobby pin.
Then, click, they magically open the door. I wonder if there's a card like that around here I could use.
Do you see a card? Point it out!
There's all sorts of things piled up here.
Bueno!
But it's too dark to see.
Let's get sloshed, Maya.
What's this? It feels like there are a lot of glass bottles here.
There sure is a lot of bottles
Hey.
around here.
Alas, I'm afraid we have 0 ways to escape. Oh, okay. Hey. 0 ways to escape.
Maybe
You
we
were
can-
too disappointed about that revolution.
And these, they feel like barrels. I'll pass. Too bad I'm really hungry and not really thirsty.
Maya, if you channel Damon Gant, we could intimidate the kidnapper into letting us go.
We're Von Karma, but I don't think he'd help us.
Yeah, well, Von Karma would fuck shit up immediately. Just the thought process of what she could be doing right now with her channeling ability is very amusing.
Huh? Someone dropped a card here.
Okay, that's good. Oh, okay. Maybe not for maybe as a spin-off for this, but just like in general, using that concept for a game where like you learn, like you meet new people to spirit channel to transform and use their abilities.
Spiritfarer 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
I guess that's not too
Somebody
far off
dropped a
from like a
card here.
Ben 10 concept where you find things to transform into to use their abilities. Majora's Mask.
Oh,
Okay,
shit,
yeah, that is Majora's Mask.
There's-
Oh
Never
yeah,
mind.
that is Majora's Mask.
There is another game like that, but it's not really dead people, they're more just spirits. Ah, Cameo?
Never heard of it.
Cameo Elements of Power.
Yes, I think so. Yes.
It kind of looks like a business card, but there's no name on it.
I've never played that game. I only know about it because there was an ad for it on my GameCube box, but it never came out for the GameCube because Rare was bought out by Microsoft.
It was the game I had for my Xbox 360, and it was the jam.
It's a picture of a seashell, I think. What a strange card. Ah, that's it! This shell card.
That's the same card that Adrian Andrews had.
Wait.
Who's
Oh, we're
Adrian
being
Andrews?
serious.
True.
If I use this, maybe I can get the door open. This might be my key out of here. I had a feeling this card might be useful. I'm such a genius! Alright. Now if you'll excuse me, Mr. Kidnapper.
Grab a wine bottle before you go.
Clinko.
I did it!
What?
Okay. Now I'm getting the heck out of here! I
That's my
shouldn't
swear.
keep Nick waiting. Or worried.
True. Also, I just realized Maya has no idea who Gant is. To be continued. What?
Wait, but
Dun,
Oh,
dun,
yeah.
dun.
Oh yeah, because she wasn't in that case. It was.
Are we going to It was
Emma?
Emma. Yeah.
Emma?
Yeah. Are we going to the trial right now?
I think we're
That's a
going into trial.
weird time. That's a weird time to go to the trial.
but
Oh, you know.
But Maya's thing was getting interesting.
Trial time? Trial time? Okay.
okay.
I want to know what.
Trial
I want
time.
to know how that
It's
scene ends, but
March.
okay. It's March. Adrian did it! That's what it looks like. Did? No way! That woman couldn't do anything like that! In court today, there will be a mountain of evidence that will implicate you. A mountain of evidence? I'm certain there's someone out there that's trying very hard to pin this whole thing on you. Please, Mr. Lawyer, dude, like I said yesterday, I'm refreshing like a spring breeze, alright? I can't let any sort of scandal ruin that. I understand.
Who?
Edgeworth?
Edgeworth?
Well,
Yeah?
it's almost time. Oh no.
Never
It's
mind.
almost- It's almost time.
Mia,
We must get a complete acquittal today.
I know. But I can't focus on Maya's situation right now. Or Pearl's either. No matter what, I have to focus on winning this case by the end of the day.
Indeed. Well, let's get going.
It's him! Beep boop. This is right.
Beep boop.
Ah, that's wrong.
Good morning. This is it, Mr. Attorney. The day of the trial.
Maya, she's unharmed, right?
Well, when I checked on her earlier this morning, she seemed a little bit, well, how shall we say, tired. Don't worry, people don't die that easily. Besides, what you really should be concentrating on is winning today's trial. For my sake, as well as yours, you must win today's trial. Which is why I sent you a little present this morning.
It's a knife.
Present? What in the world would you want to give me?
You'll figure it out once the trial starts. And if you don't even like my gift, I expect you to graciously accept it and win today's contest, if you please.
Why are we
Wait!
asking in the Why are they
Glenn.
asking in
Glenn
the
and
chat?
Debbie were playing Clubhouse games, I'm assuming.
Either that or the like Ubisoft game where you play as the two prison
Oh, I got my
inmates.
butt kicked in Connect 4 by Debbie.
Wait!
I should get that game
Beep boop.
so I can play with y'all.
The kidnapper sent me a present. Mr. Lawyer, dude, who was that?
Animal Crossing Connect 4?
Dude, you play Animal Crossing?
There's Connect
Wait.
4 and
Hey.
Animal Crossing.
Can I play Animal
You
Crossing?
could probably
too?
make a game.
You're ignoring me. Play with me. No one. It has nothing to do with you, so forget you heard
Dude.
anything.
Dude!
Dude, I want to play.
Hey!
I want to play Animal Crossing, dude.
Who
Can you
doodles?
Just get longer,
Dude, play Animal Crossing with me.
Dude!
dude. Please,
Over here!
dude. It's March.
Dude!
Dude!
Oh,
We got Mia with us. Who's the judge?
oh shit. It
Not me.
is today. Probably Lunar, actually.
Wait, but I have Francisca.
Don't worry about it.
Court is now in session for the trial of Matt Undar. Where is
Whoa.
she? Are the prosecution and the defense ready? I didn't
defense is
actually see the opening screen.
The
There
defense
was-
is ready, Your Honor.
There was no prosecutor.
Oh.
Oh no, is the gift Franziska being
Hey.
gone?
Papa.
Oh no, sorry for blurting that out.
I say, Mr. Wright, what happened to Miss Von Karma?
I don't know, Your Honor. What are you getting mad at me about?
Baffle
Jay.
Leaf.
Awfully.
Your Honor!
Please be quiet, bailiff. Court is in
Baffleaf!
session. Baffleaf. If you must tell me something, please keep it brief. Now then, what is it?
Baffle Leaf.
Baffleaf.
Brofleaf! Prosecutor! Prosecutor Von Karma has!
She died.
This morning, Miss Von Karma was shot by an unknown gunman!
Oh shit.
Oh! Oh no.
No.
I just heard what I said!
No.
Shot? Yeah, sorry. Both Maya and Franziska Von Karma are super gone.
But
I know.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
No, don't like
I'm
this.
sorry.
my characters.
I know. I agree with the judge.
Somehow, I think this is the present that man was talking about.
His present.
Miss Von Karma is one of the top prosecutors in the country at the moment. If she were to disappear, it would be to your advantage.
Mutual advantage.
This is totally insane. Miss Von Karma, is she alright?
I don't have that answer.
That's gonna be Wander probably.
Okay. She's alive and in stable condition.
Oh, that's good. Oh. Wait a minute. You're...
I thought he'd show up.
Your Honor, due to the circumstances, Miss Franziska Von Karma cannot appear in court today. I, Miles Edgeworth, will be taking her place. The prosecution is ready, naturally. Miss Von Karma was shot in her right shoulder and is currently undergoing surgery. Wow.
In her right shoulder, you say, huh?
Her right shoulder, you say.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, shit!
Yeah.
Ah, the arm grab is real.
Mm.
Luckily, I've looked this case over and I'm familiar with the details. The prosecution seeks to prove the guilt of Mr. Matt Ungard.
The court acknowledges the prosecution.
Yeah, get used to being the judge.
Yeah, I'm not used to it yet. No.
I finally found the answer I was struggling for on my long journey this past year.
Maybe getting shot in
I'm
the shoulder
gonna
is
kick your
hereditary.
butt.
By the time this case comes to an end, you too will know the answer. Now
mad at
then,
you.
the prosecution would like to call its first witness. Please bring Detective Gumshoe to the witness stand.
Why is it always me first?
Oh, you know.
Because you're the detective.
You don't got a whip.
Witness, your
Start
name and
crying tears of
occupation.
joy.
Witness your name and occupation.
My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. You know me, but I am an ex-detective down at the precinct for now.
Oh. For now.
After this trial is over, I'm supposed to turn in my badge, sir. I'm not a complete
Aw.
witness.
Detective Gumshoe.
The prosecution has no need for a depressed witness. Lift your head up and face forward like a proud officer, Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Miss you too, boo. Yes, sir.
Now, let's have your testimony. If we want to explore the various facets of this case, we must start with that. Get ready, Phoenix. This is going to be one very rough fight.
Yeah, it would have to be with Edgeworth as my opponent. The answer he was struggling for. Interesting. Show me this answer you finally found, Edgeworth. I'm sorry about Von Karma, Lunar.
It's okay.
Yeah.
It happens.
It's the bare facts of this case. The bare facts of this case.
Hey, Gummy.
This Moida happened after the Hero of Heroes award ceremony, sir. The victim, Juan Corrida, was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the case of death, we believed he was definitely Moida, sir. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. However, we later found out that the guitar case had nothing to do with the murder.
Then what did have to do with the murder?
The body.
After the award ceremony ended, the victim was alone in his room.
Oh no, the victim has been turned into a guitar case. Oh wait, no, it's over there. Never mind.
Yes, sir. Yeah. Both the victim and the defendant went alone into their rooms.
I see. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
This Moida happened after the hero.
Oh, but would you please give us a brief timeline of what happened after the ceremony?
Back to this again. Okay, pal. The ceremony started at about 6 p.m. and ended around 8 p.m. and then there was a short break. A special post-ceremony show was supposed to start in the lobby about 30 minutes later.
And that's when the victim's body was found, correct?
Which is to say, the murder occurred during that 30-minute break period.
Please continue with your testimony, Detective.
No, hold it! The person... the person who discovered the victim's body was Adrian Andrews, correct?
Yeah.
Who is this Adrian Andrews you're talking about?
She's a defendant, Matt Engard's manager. She's a really pretty lady, sir. Can you imagine I'm getting fired? Can you imagine?
So she's a pretty lady. I wonder if she will grace us with her presence.
Pretty lady!
Pretty lady.
When the post-ceremony show was about to start, she went to get Mr. Engard.
But men, she's so much more than that.
This is a reference I do not get. After visiting his room, she went next to the victim's room to get it for the show. That one too.
I see. And that's when she found the victim's body.
Definitely moided.
Oh, the cause of death. Wasn't that because Mr. Corrida was stabbed in the chest?
Actually, he was poisoned, but...
Only a careless amateur would believe something so brainless as that, pal. Alright, here we go.
Wait,
I'll show
what?
you what I know. Here we go. I'll get you. Take a good long look at the crime photo. Now, a real pros attention would be drawn here to this bandana.
Banana.
Oh my god, guys!
Are you sure I shouldn't be the judge?
Oh, banana.
Listen, I watched the highlight thing today. Good job, by the way, Clueless.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing.
That's great.
Oh, shut up. His bandana, sir. That thing wrapped tightly around his neck, sir.
Oh, strangulation.
Ah, yes, I see. His banana-scented bandana.
No.
Judge, please.
He's still thinking about the first case
He is.
with
he is.
the baseball mitt.
What about the knife? He just pulls out the baseball glove.
It seems that to have been stuck in the opponent's chest on purpose after the death.
His opponent.
Oh,
Hi, thank you,
Oh, banana!
Thanks, Ab.
You're welcome.
We have a crafty murderer here on our hands.
That's the judge. But okay.
I read his mind.
Okay.
Strangled with a scarf, then stabbed with a knife.
At first, we were like, oh, look, there's another guitar case. And I was like, well, maybe he, nope.
Well, maybe hold it. And what did you? Why did you think that?
Maybe the guitar did it.
Because it's empty, pal. The German ninja doesn't go anywhere without his bright red guitar.
That Tanuki doesn't know what's going on. So confused. He's like, I'm lost. Oh, I just noticed a little bird on his toe. It's covered by the text box.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
that's cute.
Got a little bunny and a little deer, a little baby deer.
Fuck. We couldn't find anywhere in the scene of the crime.
Oh, then how about this theory? A fan really wanted the guitar and did the crime to get it. How's that?
Judge, should you be guessing and stuff like that? Alright. Well, we thought of that too,
But
the only fingerprints in the guitar case were the
The
victims.
fan could have been wearing gloves.
only the victims, huh?
I see. So much for my theory then.
Guitar case updated. This is good. These are all important.
Okay.
However, we need to find out the guitar. Oh my.
Oh, that. What convinced you to? It had nothing to do with the case.
So we found out that there was water on the outside of the guitar case, but not on the inside, right?
I think. Can you check that in the court record?
Yeah, it's on the lid.
I think
There's
so.
water
Yeah,
only on
only
top
on
of
the
Only
lid.
on the lid.
But it was open at the
The lid.
like in the photo of the scene of the photo of the crime. It's open.
Yeah.
So it got water on it and then was opened.
Interesting. Well then, where was it?
The bright red guitar was eventually found at the TV studio. The victim, Juan Hornita, had apparently only taken his case with him, so as you tend to do.
So, you mean he forgot to put the guitar in his case?
Yes, even when on stage for the ceremony, we didn't have the guitar.
Sus.
So that guitar case was empty even before he got to the hotel.
Yeah, that's right. So, really had nothing to do with the case after all.
Well, we don't know that it was empty.
It didn't
Seems
have the
pretty
guitar in it,
sus.
and that's all we know.
I've seen this. Could have had a Tommy gun in it. I believe that is enough.
Please tell me they brought just that butter knife in with the case, and then they stabbed him with it.
First, the victim was choked to death with his banana. Then, after the victim was dead, the killer deliberately stabbed him with a knife. Which brings me to my next point. Why, then, did the police arrest Matt Engard? Because there was reason enough to suspect him.
Here it comes. Looks like Edgeworth's back in full swing.
We got motive, we got
He fed
opportunity.
in 500 bananas. Very well. Detective Gumshoe, please testify about this matter.
Yes, sir.
Oh, well, there's one down.
Madengard and Juan Juanita had huge rivals of each other.
How do you pronounce that name, Jay?
Karita.
Juan.
Corrida.
Listen.
Sound it out. Sound it out.
No, listen. Gumshoe's voice in particular has some trouble with Courtney.
You know what? That's fair.
Okay.
I'm doing my best, but he's not doing very well with it.
It's Gumshoe's fault.
They each thought of the other guy as in his way. The motive is enough in my book. As for the evidence, there's the Gemma Ninja's button. It was ripped off the Gemma Ninja costume, and it was found in Mr. Engard's bandana.
His what?
Hakama.
Hakama.
Ah, come on.
Hakama. The defendant's fingerprints were also all over the knife. He showed us what he had. The defendant brought the knife for the crime, which makes us a premeditated murder. It was in the case. It was
Were his
definitely in the
fingerprints
case.
on the bandana?
You don't know that.
I guess it might be hard
It's
to get
worth
fingerprints.
checking.
It might be hard to get fingerprints off of a bandana.
Cloth,
I-
yeah.
I already see what to object to.
So the defendant's fingerprints were found on the knife used in the stabbing.
It was sort of sticky on the handle, so the fingerprints came out pretty clear, sir.
All that steak juice and brown sauce.
Beep boop.
From the
Got that.
burger?
Control
from the
F the
steak.
game script and replace the comma with funny pants. The button was found in the defendant's funny pants, sir.
And here's the button, sir.
Oh,
Judge?
well,
Yeah.
that was
The button.
found in the
You wanna
defendant's
see it?
funny pants, was it?
Wait, what? The what?
Hmm. And is this button also covered in blood?
Yes, and we know that the blood in is the victim's blood, sir.
So he was stabbed and then the button came off?
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Supposedly.
What?
I don't know. What did I say?
Got that button.
All of this points very clearly to the defendant, doesn't it?
Yes, it most certainly does, Your Honor. Ready to give in yet, right?
Wrong!
I'll find the hole in your argument somehow.
Oh my.
Isn't that cute? But it's wrong.
Oh no! You can press as hard as you'd like at my hole. Just hurry up with your usual pointless questions.
You
Took it a
saw
few
it,
steps-
and you were
a few
thinking 5 seconds before you decided to go with it.
Thing is, I was gonna make a joke about the hole, and then that line came up, and I'm like, oh my game.
Why, Resting Guard?
The game does it for you.
Okay.
Thank God,
It is
right.
nice
Moon
to
and
see
Stunt!
Everest back, huh?
What?
But in terms of, but in terms of popularity, Mr. Engard won, did he not?
Yeah, but you know what's ironic, pal? Juan Juanita was always one step behind Mr. Engard in everything. This year, it seemed like he'd finally caught up, ready for the big final showdown.
Wait, wasn't it the Gem and Ninja? Oh no, he did lose. okay.
No, the Nickel Samurai was technically a little more popular than Gem and Ninja.
Right. But
the-
Mr. Karita,
Nicholas Samurai won the Grand Prix, yeah?
Yes.
right? But Mr. Karita lost the Grand Prix in the end.
No, that's too bad. He must have been pretty downhearted after losing.
They said there's the other guy.
Moment ball!
What do you?
Wait just 1 second here. Mr. Engard was beating Juan Crida in the popularity polls.
Well, yeah, I guess, but
Which means that in the defendant's eyes, the victim was not a rival at all. Which means he had no motive to kill at all.
Yes, I quite agree. Well, detective?
well, it's not dead. I guess if you put it that way, then yeah, the defendant would have had no motive.
Yeah, exactly. Oh,
Detective, I'm beginning to
Yeah,
see
yeah.
why you were fired.
No, not you two, Miss Edgewood, sir. That's a no.
I look forward to your pension negotiations.
I have been fired. No!
Now, detective. Let's continue with the testimony.
I'm getting fired in front of you, Judge. My more pension, too. It's gonna be a pencil string soon.
Detective, if you value your money, I suggest you proceed.
Yes, sir. We can talk about my pension later, sir, yes.
what about what I was saying? Hello, anyone?
Button.
Do you have any proof that that button belonged to the victim?
What do you mean, Mel?
Well, let me put it this way. I'm asking you if you have any evidence to back up your claim that this button was ripped off the Jammin' Ninja's costume.
But can't you just tell by looking at it? And, I mean, the victim's blood's on it.
Anyone could have smeared that blood on there afterward.
It's like dip a paintbrush in the... Mr. Edgeworth, help me, he's yelling again.
All right, I knew it had to be this piece of evidence. Now to reel this one in.
Thread.
What?
The button was attached to the costume by thread, obviously. And that thread snapped when the button was torn off. If you match up the ends of the thread on the costume with the thread on the button, it's a perfect match.
Yeah, that's another perfect match. Yeah. I got my job.
Ugh.
That's Edgeworth for you. Never misses a beat.
Un momento. When was this button found?
Pretty soon after the body was found, we rounded up everyone who knew it was Mr. Hordita. And then we did a search on them all. That's when we found the button.
So it was almost immediately after the murder.
The police didn't have the free time to lollygag and play tricks, unlike some people.
Hey, what's you trying to say about me here? What's you about me? Un attimo. How about- How were the fingerprints arranged on the knife?
What do you mean by that, pal?
By examining the fingerprints, you can determine how the defendant held the knife.
Eh?
For example, did he hold it normally or overhand?
Oh, is that what you meant? Well, we didn't actually think of that. I did, but...
I can't believe the bumbling of this department.
Hopeless. Were you paying attention to the testimony, right? The defendant's fingerprints were all over the knife. There was no way to determine how the knife was held at the moment of murder.
So the defendant is the defendant the owner of this knife then?
Hmm. Mata! There's no way that this is premeditated murder, even if he bought the knife.
Pal, what in the world are you saying to me? Sorry, pal. This ain't some pocket knife.
This is an authentic yellow plastic craft service table knife.
This is a butter knife, a knife made of butter, you see.
When you buy 100 red solo cups, you get one yellow knife.
Ooh.
Huh. Not a great deal. Don't shoot.
Oh, it doesn't even fold, so it's not great for walking around with either.
Well, this is not good. If the prosecution can prove that it was a premeditated murder, we're done for.
Phoenix.
Yeah?
There's something very interesting about what the detective just said now.
Eh,
Think carefully before it's too late.
A button covered in the victim's blood, and a knife with Unguard's fingerprints.
Be grateful. If the judge were more rash, he would have already pounded his gavel in closing.
We're still in a world of trouble.
Well, before any battle, you must find your enemy's weakness. So let's find the weakness in this testimony, no matter how small it may be, okay, Phoenix?
Okay, Mia.
Okay.
I know what to do. I know what it is.
There were huge rivals.
I think I know what it is.
Yeah, they were rivals. Oh,
And they
no.
were rivals.
They were. Nobody called out my fun thing that I was doing through that cross
When you were doing different translations of the.
Yeah, we caught.
Okay.
I thought it was cute.
Alright.
The other was that other guy. They were like, fuck that guy. They were like, screw that guy. Like, who are you? Or no, who are you?
Gumshoe language.
We was wearing the funny pants.
Chet says save. You know, that doesn't seem unreasonable. We haven't saved in a bit.
Yeah, that's fair. You should save.
When was the last time we saved?
Right now.
That is an old ass joke.
And we'll
Yeah,
never
and it
stop
survived for
because
this long.
it's never gonna stop, mainly because of the incidents we have with saving.
Right.
Yeah,
And
I
it's
don't.
never not relevant.
I
Jay?
don't think it's as old as new though.
Jay?
New originated from Danganronpa. I don't
Yeah,
remember.
Danganronpa 1.
I don't
Yeah.
remember when was the last time you saved came from.
That was
Why
Wind
That
did
was
Waker.
Pokemon Sun and
Wind Waker?
Moon.
Oh, it's
Or
Sun
that
and
was
Moon?
Wind Waker?
I thought it was Wind Waker.
Yeah, I thought it was
Here-
Wind Waker.
I thought it was Sun and Moon.
Wind Waker. Oh, Wind Waker.
But the most recent iteration is because of Bioshock.
Oh, yeah.
Some were saying Witch's
Or
House.
was it Witch's House? I have no idea.
Who was that?
Wasn't
era?
it? Wasn't it when
It was Wind Waker.
Jay somehow clipped out of a wall in Wind Waker? And we all started to panic, like, when was the last time you saved? Because the game crashed.
Oh boy.
Well,
Okay, so
You're welcome, Jay.
what do you
Bought-
think, Wander?
Oh, I thought he said brought the knife. He says bought the knife for the crime.
Oh. Oh.
I may have said that out loud, pal.
Gumshoe.
Listen, boys.
I thought the same. I read the same thing, so it's not just you. Anyways,
It was
Wait,
I think I know
definitely
what to
in the
present.
guitar case. Come
The knife
on,
itself?
pal.
The knife itself, is that it?
Yeah, what does the knife itself actually say?
In the grip,
Ah.
Gatewater is engraved.
Gatewater.
yeah.
Einspruch! Wait a second. I probably butchered that line.
Pal, put the thesaurus away.
Absolutely not.
What?
Put the Google Translate away.
Protesto! So the basis of your argument that this was a premeditated murder is simply that my client bought a knife beforehand.
That's right, pal. The defendant,
Did not buy this knife.
bleh.
Take a good look at the handle of this knife and you'll see what I'm talking about.
This is the dumbest argument ever. Like, how could they possibly not? Like, how could Gumshoe?
How did they miss this?
even
How did they
Gumshoe.
miss this?
Even Gumshoe would have had to have noticed this. Because, like, yes, I believe this is the kind of thing Edgeworth would, like, you know, kind of keep in his back pocket and screw
Yeah, no,
with
he would
Gumshoe.
intentionally brush over that fact, but everybody
Yeah.
else.
just to just to like hit us with it later. But Gumshoe,
I'm with Gumshoe. What are
like
we
the
talking
whole,
about?
like the whole.
It
police.
has a Gatewater seal set into the handle.
So,
Like the
So-
Gatewater Hotel.
So yeah, a key piece of evidence. They didn't look at it hard. They didn't look at a knife stuck in the victim's body close enough to notice that it had the, like the logo and name of the hotel where it took place engraved on it.
Not only that, but he accused Matt Ungard of buying this knife with absolutely nothing to base that off of.
The chat points out something though. Remember, Gumshoe knows what's at stake. He might be throwing this on purpose.
Okay. Oh, okay.
I'll take that.
Well, wait, no,
But the
this
mistake.
fired now.
makes sense.
Yeah,
It's
the
us versus
mistake.
him.
This mistake would make Matt look more guilty. If he was going to
Yeah.
intentionally make a mistake, he would
Oh,
want to do
but-
it to
but-
make Matt seem innocent.
But what if the mistake is so obvious that he knew Nick would call it out?
Maybe.
I kind of like that.
Pretty
It's a
smart,
little-
pal.
Maybe.
Pretty smart. Gatewater. I think I've heard that name before.
Pretty smart.
The 70s?
It's the name of the hotel, the Gatewater Hotel. He's getting fired anyway. I guess he doesn't care.
What are you going to do? Fire me?
Uh-oh.
The murder knife was actually property of the hotel,
He knows he's not getting a pension anyway. He has nothing to lose.
which means this murder was not premeditated. Ah, bah, 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 bah.
Yes, that's very true. This is very big. What is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless.
What?
Oh, I think whether the crime was premeditated or not has already been determined.
How so?
I admit this knife is hotel property. There is no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough not to realize this. Oh.
Hey, Gumshoe.
That's mean.
Oh.
But I didn't.
He's gonna cry.
The question is... Smack, where did this knife come from?
Oh, I know this one, but I'm not gonna say anything. Why, that's obvious. It came from the victim, Mr. Karita's room.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, but that is incorrect. Bears. The victim ate a last meal before he was murdered. With that being the case, I would like to draw the court's attention to what is on top of the table. Is this a photograph, or did you just haul the entire room into the courtroom?
There's a knife and a fork on the table. Then, where in the world did this knife come from?
If it pleases the court, I would like for us to recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Matt Ungard. Especially, what was on top of his table? There is something missing? Perhaps it is a single knife? We investigated the leftover dishes for fingerprints, and while we were investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Matt Ungard's knife was missing. Mr. Ungard had gone to the victim's room with the knife he had used during dinner. Why would he carry a knife on a visit? To kill, of course. And with that, I believe the prosecution has proven this was a premeditated murder.
Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliantly clear deduction.
It seems like Edgeworth has had this planned from the very beginning.
This must be one of those traps, and I just walked headlong into it. What's a trap? I've never seen one before.
Ow, my foot.
A murder weapon with fingerprints and a button from the victim's costume. There is quite a sizable amount of evidence here.
I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of your honor's time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to the court.
Evidence not yet shown.
That's my badge,
Yep.
that's the my
Yep.
chunk.
What's he talking about at the moment?
Glossy
I'm not actually
photo of the Nickel Samurai. I
This
love
proves my
those.
client's innocent.
The reports?
What, the suicide reports?
No.
That-
What are you talking about?
Yeah, I was just thinking
Willis?
what has not been presented in this court.
Those are not relevant at all yet.
Yeah.
I mean, those last three things we just got from the court. So,
Yeah.
The tomato juice?
let's listen to Nick. Maybe he's got ideas.
He means evidence that the court hasn't seen yet. In other words, new evidence.
What does the defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright?
Phoenix, the judge is favoring the prosecution right now. If we answer with something wrong here,
that gavel of his will be ringing out the sound of our defeat, just like the opening cutscene.
Mr. Wright, do you have something important and necessary to present to the court?
no.
Yeah, because Edgeworth said I do. No, come on. Let's hear the question at least.
I mean, is this not the question?
I-
Okay,
I feel if Edgeworth says, "Do you?" then the answer's probably yeah.
No.
The gavel of
Do
demise.
you take me as your husband? I do.
Not.
It's the sound of Meta and Guard being guilty. Ding, ding, ding.
No!
Not relevant.
I think
You know what's gonna
The only
happen to
things
Maya
I
then?
can think of are the tomato juice and the guitar case.
yeah, that's what I was thinking.
We already, no,
I'm super not guilty, man.
we already talked about the guitar case because it was in Gumshoe's first testimony, so the tomato juice
I guess the tomato juice.
show that it had been placed down after the struggle.
Makes sense. I say that we say yes, I do, and then we see if Phoenix has any further hints. There's one. One piece of evidence that catches my attention. Something that the court has yet to see.
Mr. Wright, I will say this one more time. I do not feel this trial needs to continue at all. However, I am giving you one chance and only one.
What the judge is saying, right, is don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here.
If I mess this up, it's curtains for all of us.
Oh,
You may now
hi
present
there.
one and only
Hello.
one piece of evidence. Hold on, Your Honor. Let me just okay, now let's go. Now then, what is the important evidence that you must show to this court?
It's probably bad. Probably.
I think it's the wine glass.
It's the only relevant thing that hasn't been shown.
Yeah.
This is a wine glass, is it not?
Please take a look at the photo of the crime scene one more time. The scene is a mess because of the victim's struggle against his assailant. The vase was broken, his makeup is all over the floor. These are all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser.
Well, yes, I see your point.
However, this glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that had not fallen over along with everything else is this wine glass. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration.
No.
Well, what do you all have to say?
Well, yes, it is a little peculiar.
Yes, isn't it? I thought it was.
You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog eyes of yours now, Mr. Edgeworth.
What is it, Your Honor?
Your opinion.
You don't need my opinion, because there is no special meaning to that glass.
What?
It's safe to say that the glass was set there after the crime took place. By the person who discovered the body, Adrian Andrews, for example. She could have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking.
That does sound very plausible.
Do you
Mr. Wright?
have any evidence of that?
Could Miss Andrews really have set that glass down without thinking?
There's no way. No way.
There's probably no way.
No way.
Do we know what she was drinking? It's tomato
If I
juice.
appear-
Only Juan Carita drinks that stuff.
If I appear weak here, the trial is over. I can look for my proof later. That's not a
That's
good
the-
sign.
That's
now-
it. That's the game. That's
For
the
now, I
game.
should trust my instinct and point with certainty, with my finger.
They just might fall for it if you're thought-provoking enough.
The defense would like to challenge the prosecution's theory. We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrews who set the cup on the table.
You've turned the situation on its head yet again, as usual.
You don't sound impressed.
I mean, I've seen this happen thousands of times, Mr. Wright.
That's fair.
Mr. Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim?
There's no way he has any. He's just bluffing.
Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have the evidence to support it.
What?
You're not thinking hard enough today, Wright? Did you think this wine glass escaped my notice?
Then
Of course, it has been thoroughly inspected for fingerprints.
fingerprints. I don't think I'm gonna do that.
There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass.
Only one? Well, whose were they?
They were not the victims nor the defendants. Rather, they're of one Adrian Andrews. Is he setting us
Bullshit.
up to implicate Adrian?
What?
Because if we say, hey, you know, if Adrian did the Moida, then that would... That is why I said the person who had discovered the body had left it there. Are we done here, Mr. Wright?
I can't believe I fell into another trap.
Miss Andrews was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Carida. Oh! But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the dresser.
What you just said makes a lot of sense.
I love that outfit. Now do you see, Wright? You can't change any part of my scenario as it explains everything all too well. I've thought long and hard this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor. And from here on out, I will show you the answer I have come to discover.
Wait a second, Mr. Edgeworth. I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict.
Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to pass judgment yet. The
Wow.
prosecution has yet another witness we would like the court to hear from.
Another witness.
Yes. Buffaleaf, please bring in the next witness.
No.
What in the world is Mr. Edgeworth thinking?
No, don't do it, Edward. Don't do it.
No, no, no.
Don't do
no.
it. No!
Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. Witness, your name and occupation, please. You got me.
Gotcha!
Grr.
I wonder what happened to that calm composure he had earlier.
Oh, Edgy boy, it's been, what, a year since we last met, hasn't it?
Also, I want to call up the chat to tell him to clean my room. It's goddamn clean.
Whoa!
Clean your room.
Doesn't
Whoa.
sound like it.
I'm
The
handling the
trash
bags
can
and
full of
packed
stuff. I know
away.
that sound.
I packed my bottles away and they sent me to clean. So I went into my storeroom just to bring it out.
Oh my god.
Stop that.
This is good music for this.
You should be more happy to see me.
Absolutely not.
I saw the report with her testimony, but who knew that under that helmet it was the wicked witch of the witness stand?
That's good. That's good.
I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do. So today I'm going to tell you anything and everything. Even things that don't have to do with that terrible crime.
Miss Witness, that terrible crime is all the court needs to know. Oof.
Shush, I am talking to my dear Edgy Veggie right now. Don't interrupt us, Gramps.
Don't interrupt us.
I can't believe the ray gun ends in what looks like a signature. Whoa!
Whoa.
scary.
Yeah,
like that.
Adam.
Whoa. Frightening.
No, 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 please, by all means interrupt her, please.
Did his pupils always shake in that sprite? I don't think I ever noticed
I'm not
that.
sure.
Anyway, witness, your testimony, please.
It's true what they say, that youth are hot-headed nowadays. Not that I mind at all, Edgy. Now then, what should I start with?
Bailiff, fetch me a pail. Oh, one moment.
What is
Okay,
it,
I'm good.
Edgeworth? Stunned by my beauty.
The witness was on security detail at the hotel on the night of the murder.
Having a tough time.
Is this correct, Miss Hall? Is this correct, Miss Hall?
Who told you about my true name?
Miss Old.
Damn, really sold it.
It was a great job being able to see my dearie Jonathan.
Oh my god.
Damn it.
This is back?
It,
Back?
it was almost too much for my little heart to handle.
You mean you were a fan of the victim?
Look, everyone's crazy over that guard, saying he's cute in a fresh way or something. But not me. I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I have no interest in a little child like him.
They are the same age.
True.
What? but look at his face.
I mean, I'm with her. That doesn't
Yeah,
make any
that is
sense.
fair.
Yeah.
But they are the same
I'm-
age.
I'm only interested in a real man, Juan Corrida.
Wow. But those two are the same age.
What? Anyways, as I was saying, I was pacing in front of his room that night.
Very well. Thank you, bailiff. Please tell the court what you witnessed the night of the murder.
Will do. Mwah.
Oh.
Leave it to me, Edgy Poo.
Hate it.
Man, what is
Good.
going on with your ray gun? Why does it look like that?
Oh, you
It's
know.
weird. It's really weird. What you witnessed?
Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around the hallway in front of
Just
his
go-
room.
Discord and Love thinking the same thing. Magical spell is
Magical
edgy.
spell is
Edgy
edgy
poo.
poo.
Okay.
There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room. It was Engard! Wait,
It was Engard, man Engard. He was trying to sneak his way out of Juan's room.
Get out of here,
Sean.
murder trivia party, man.
Sean Carita.
Listen, I was stretching to get the Titan voice out.
Oh, so Mr. Engard came from the victim's room.
see, it has to be him. He's the murderer.
I see. Well, Mr. Rice, you may begin your cross-examination.
I don't wanna.
You have no choice in the matter.
Okay.
Suffer with the rest of us.
Suffer.
Suffer.
Hold it, Miss Oldbag. What was your post on that night? I gave up on Lithosaurus.
The lobby. I was supposed to help us set up the stage for that trifling show. But I refused to help, I'll have you know. It was for that lead-headed samurai show. And I even took out a few of the nails.
You were awful.
Wendell.
Really awful. Maybe it was a good thing the show didn't go on. I mean, it's
Because
a-
somebody
Wendell-
else would have died and she would have been convicted for murder.
Yeah.
maybe
That's
that
fine.
wouldn't have been so bad.
Besides, that manager with the glasses seemed to be working hard at it without me.
I mean, that's at least reckless endangerment right there.
So I thought I'd take a break and spread my wings a little.
And that's when you went to hang around the victim's door.
There was something else I was interested to find out, you know.
What might
Oh,
that
they-
be?
Something you were interested in, and just what was that?
It's not some little thing you can just go around telling everyone, you know.
Old bag, this is a court of law.
It's top secret between me and Juan. Ah, and Edgipoo, of course.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is this thing she was interested in?
I have no idea. I despise gossip, Your Honor.
And her.
Lies.
Gossip.
But should it prove relevant, we can always have it appended to a testimony later. Looks like we shouldn't force it right now.
And did the witness stay in the vicinity of the victim's door the entire time?
Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out of the whole time.
Hold it. Oh, never mind.
No, you're not allowed to hold it because I want to continue
But
my sentence.
Fine.
Drop it
So
right now.
That's when someone
Stop holding.
showed up. It was a man coming out of poor Juan's room.
Phoenix just has his finger in his teeth.
Oh
like,
wait,
"Oh."
I should probably press that.
Yes. Oh, no, should we press the one before that too?
I forgot to hold it. Who in the world was that?
I'm not allowed to say. This sort of information has to be carefully guarded from the masses, Sonny. The man that came out of Juan's room, he was.
Yes,
None of
he
your
was.
business.
Ah, I'm too scared. I can't say his name out loud. He was too hot.
Oh, what I wouldn't give to have Francisca's whip right about now. Destroyed.
Well, I guess I can tell you since he was such a bad boy anyway.
Okay.
Wait, was there another thing I missed?
Madam Guard.
Oh!
Stop that.
I think that was it. Wasn't that it?
Did we press this?
No.
I think you
I don't
did.
think we did.
I thought you did.
No, I don't think you did.
Okay. Oh, well then would you tell us the number of people who went in and out of Mr. Kurita's room? Okay, I guess we missed it.
I have no idea.
I wasn't born so I could count things for those who didn't pay attention in class. That's why ever since I turned 20, I quit keeping track of how old I really am.
Yes, well, that would explain why your age is not included in the report.
Even she doesn't know.
In any case, the witness then saw someone, correct? Okay, that wasn't anything. That was just a joke. Okay.
Here we
Madam
go.
Guard.
Oh, that. Can you stop using voice filter in my presence? You saw my client. Are you
No.
sure about that?
If you use voice mod in the court, the bailiff will tackle you.
Do it, you won't.
I will.
Do you
How
dare
dare
come
you.
close? How do you dare get close to me, Buffalo?
That's a threat.
I have already.
I'm not hearing a yes nor a no.
Yesy!
Yesy.
Really? Yesy?
Annoying brat. When I say I saw someone, I saw that person.
Her voice got really weird since the last time I saw her. Why do I get a sense of deja vu? Maybe it's a repeat of last year. I should delve into this a bit further. I know a question we asked.
Exact same shtick as last time.
Oh my god.
Ask about the
I think-
clothes.
I feel like any one of these would work. I'm gonna ask about the
Yeah.
face.
Oh, please tell the court about the man's face in more detail.
You don't need me to tell you about his face. That soft, gentle look in his eyes and his effeminate lips.
Oh, do tell me more.
His right eye was covered by his silky hair, his sparkling, shining teeth.
She's describing Mad Engard.
Okay, it checks out. Right eye.
His teeth were shining.
You know, like shiny.
Shiny.
Thank you, Baffleaf. Well, he's shining all around in this week's pinup poster, dearie.
Oh. Oh my.
I don't need to hear these things. This week's pinup. Why do you? I mean, what? No. I don't care how he looks in this week's issue. Please stay with what you saw that night. My shiny teeth and me, dude.
What? Engard's face is the same no matter where it is. You know, you whippersnapper.
So, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now important or relevant in any way?
No.
Okay, here's my theory. It's not important because something else she has to say with this particular
Yeah,
line.
I'm gonna ask the other questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess it really wasn't that important after all.
Mr. Wright, do you know why we say time is valuable? If not, I suggest you learn.
You wasted 3 minutes of this woman's youth. That's more valuable than gold to me.
Why do I suddenly feel old in the presence of her childish whining?
Wah.
She may not remember things or be mistaken here and there, but I don't. She may. Okay. She may not remember things or be mistaken here and there, but I don't think she's lying.
That's bad for us, really bad.
But that's how the human mind is. It also has the tendency to jump off topic. She's strayed onto a few interesting side topics this time too, hasn't she? But that's what makes her a sweet old lady, right?
Yeah.
I'm the sweetest. I kind of like that lady beside you, Mr. Right.
Apparently, Japan really likes Wendy Oldbag. Don't know why.
God damn it.
That's
They
because
like-
you're not. Huh? What? Hmm?
Oh, I was gonna say, like, there are a lot of characters that Japan likes that America hates in games.
Very
isn't there?
true. That's because you're not the one who has to question her. Always seems like those characters are older too.
Yeah. Like Tingle.
Like Tingle. Yeah.
Everyone knew I was talking about Tingle. Here's the thing: is I have come around on Tingle.
Tingle
Oh.
is the greatest.
See, here's the thing, and
How to summon Jay?
I came around on Tingle after I started getting really into watching drag shows. I don't know if that was the intent, but that's made me appreciate him more. Because, man, he has a look
What
and he's
was
sticking to it.
What was the voice line where we asked her about that and she gave us
The
this right
final
now?
one.
It was the last one.
So it's after the Math Guard, yeah. Oh no, it is this one.
You saw my client. Are you sure about that?
Yes, we can skip this.
Yesy.
But
There we
where
go.
are his clothes?
Please tell the court about the man's clothes in more detail.
What a troublesome man you are. Really, as if something like that matters.
If you say she was wearing a mask.
But it does. It absolutely does. It does.
Now, what was it? Oh, yes, it was that thing.
What thing?
That gaudy thing he's always wearing. That
Damn
racing
it.
jacket.
What? That's not what I expected.
Oh.
Blah, blah, blah. He was wearing that at the detention center too.
Shit.
That thing meant for nothing but that thing's meant for nothing but seducing women out of their pantaloons. Men.
Right. Don't agree to that, Phoenix.
So, Mr. Wright,
Um,
was this testimony just now important or relevant in any way?
Did it trick
I
okay.
us?
feel like it is. Well,
Did
wait
this
a minute.
game?
Wait a
this
minute.
game
What-
just trick us into thinking
Wait a
it was
minute.
the same thing as
Well, no.
last game.
No,
I think.
Wait
Wait
a minute.
I get it. It is relevant. It is relevant.
It is.
Yes.
It is?
I think me
Yes.
and Ark are on the same page.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
Oh.
because the
I
button was found.
understand now.
The button was found in his costume, but he wasn't wearing the
Right.
costume.
Right.
Oh.
Oh, that
I
is
just thought he should have been in
sneaky.
his costume because it was during the show.
Of
'Cause
course,
we-
it was important, Your Honor.
Because we were thinking that she saw somebody in like the full Nickel Samurai costume, so it could have been anyone.
It's the opposite. She saw someone not in the costume that was supposedly had the button in pocket.
Yeah, and the fact that okay, game. All right, I see you. I see you.
clever girl.
Then perhaps you would like to point out what part of that testimony was important.
Don't you see it, Edgeworth?
Hmm?
Your Honor, I request what the witness said about the jacket be appended to her testimony.
She's wearing the jacket and some funny pants.
I don't quite see where you're going with this, but all right. Witness, please.
Witness, how would you describe this person's pants?
Well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without a reason, but if I must. He was wearing his flashy jacket. Honestly, it's all just for show.
Hold it! Are you sure the defendant was wearing a racing jacket?
What do you think? It's not like I've seen him in anything other than a horrible thing. I'm sure he was wearing it.
She is so sure of herself that it's to the point of self-absorption.
Okay.
Yeah, we can skip all that.
So, do we present the button on that?
Yeah.
I think so.
It's probably the button. We should read the description first.
Obviously. Present. Found in
Yep.
Enguard's Hakama.
Objection! Miss Oldbag.
What? Don't say my name. Oh, wait. Oh.
Don't say my name for no reason.
Do you know what this is? Put the voice mod down.
Ah.
Put it down.
Well, sure, okay. It's
On.
the button number 2 on the Jammin' Ninja's costume.
That's what the thing on her chest is.
She listened to me even though she was on that face. Now I know she's an obsessed fan. She identified it in a single glance.
Give it here. Give it here. If you don't give it to me, I'll punish you with this.
Wow, she really is a diehard fan that to want a button covered in blood. I mean, I'm a diehard fan too.
It's his
Yeah.
blood. I can use this to clone him. Bring him back to
Oh.
life. Do
Fear.
like blood
This
magic.
button. This button was discovered on Mr. Engard's body during a full body search.
See? See? This button proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it was that rascal Engard.
It was caught up in the pleats of his Nickel Samurai Hakama pants.
See? See? And Engard is a Nickel Samurai.
Witness! Now, it may just be me, and I do have an active imagination. Maybe I should shut up. But just now, didn't you say that the defendant, Matt Engard, was wearing his usual racing jacket?
Ah, I'm so sorry.
Quick change.
I'm so sorry. Sorry to judge people based on what they wear.
Whoa, where'd you go?
What,
Keep
what,
going.
what's that?
Oh.
Keep going, keep
Well-
going.
Yeah, just keep going.
Oh no.
What? What?
It's very quiet, Saps.
No, we didn't volume balance it.
This ridiculous looking outfit. You agree that this outfit is hideous, right? I got a tape recorder stuck in my chest. Let me tell you, it's heavy. So heavy I wish I could have switched to CDs ages ago. But I keep the dream alive for all those kids out there. I work hard with a smile on my face. Don't you understand? Now take a look in the mirror. Your clothes are about as interesting documentary curling. You should be taking a timber type from Echipu. Now he's got style.
What the fuck?
I remember you talking
I
about this.
recorded that whole line.
He had it ready.
Yeah, it was just very quiet.
Oh, it didn't turn up after I turned off the volume?
No, you did. It did. It
Oh, it
did.
did.
You gotta have
Oh,
it.
okay.
It was just quiet at first. So like when you first played it, it was so quiet that I thought for some reason your volume had dropped because I couldn't hear what you were saying.
Oh. Yeah,
now
I was just
hold
like,
your tongue still for just 1 second. So what you saw in actuality was not Mr. Engard, the man, but Mr. Engard, the Nickel Samurai.
That's just the
Wait.
same.
What?
right?
Did
Is she amending her?
did she just
Did she
amend?
just- I guess she bullshitted us?
But when you think about it,
Did she amend to say that she didn't actually see his face? Oh my god! You old bag, you're the worst!
they're really one and the same anyway.
No!
You are the worst person I've ever met! Miss Oldbag, this is a very important point we're talking about.
Yeah,
I keep
yeah,
hearing
Dickie,
this.
that is literally perjury.
This is one of the worst cases of perjury in the whole series.
Hey, Chipu, do you think so too?
Sorry. The sound? Well, it might be something worth considering.
Just say it's important and agree with me for a change!
You never support me.
You're never there when I need you.
Remember fighting Gant together? I remember those times.
Yeah. Wet nourish, think carefully, and try to remember as much as you can before you testify.
All right, if you insist.
I should be the one sighing, not you! You're the worst! The literal worst!
I'm not that bad. Engard.
Yes, now I remember.
She brought it back!
Okay, Darth Vader.
The Nickel Samurai, that's right. It was the Nickel Samurai that I saw.
Oh my god!
Yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder. He had to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know?
Really quick. Yep, gloves. Okay.
Would you call that thing a glove? Is that thing made out of
Well,
metal?
the other hand also has a glove.
Yeah.
So he must have worn that nickel samurai costume when he was stabbing poor Jonas.
Who? What?
Jonas.
Jonas?
Jonas.
Jaundice?
The disease?
Janice?
I knew it.
Janice.
I knew it.
Janice.
I knew
And
it.
Jemima.
I also knew it.
Jordan?
I knew you'd say that he was inside that costume.
What? Did you think there would have been someone else inside that costume?
Yes.
Yes.
Don't be such a bad little boy thinking such shrewd
You have seen this
things.
happen before, old bag, and it was the reason why you were taken off of the stand.
It's true, but the possibility does exist.
Ah, youngins today. I told you there's no way it was anyone else.
How do you know that?
Because I said so. And what I say is the truth.
Bailiff, do
Yeah.
something.
The bailiff comes up with his gun. He's like,
I-
"Put down the voice mod." She brings up the gun. She's like, "No, you put it down."
I can't sustain her! Help!
I dare you.
What is this?
Also, can we eat Old Bag's hair? I'm not sure that's my first reaction, but if it'll get her to shut up. At least she's just a delightful witness as she was a year ago.
Bailiff, use takedown. Bailiff, bailiff, bailiff.
Mr. Right, you may cross-examine the witness.
I use
Okay.
detect and sweet kiss.
No!
No!
You're having too much fun with this.
No.
Bailiff
You
is
tell that I like this voice.
bailiff is badly poisoned.
No.
But it's supposed to confuse him.
Dead.
Oh, I guess we're gonna press these.
Hold it!
Yes, bailiff
Would
does
you-
evolve into Boffleaf.
Would you please get on my level, Miss Old Bag?
Watch your language, young man. What sort of tone is that to take with an elder?
I said put down the voice mod!
I said take it from me. It's a
Oh. Shoot, what's
You'll have
Chick-
to tear this voice mod from my cold hard
shoot.
hands.
guys and or
Dang
chat?
with
What is
hands.
What does Chikorita evolve into?
Bayleaf. Yeah.
Believe. Yeah.
Wait, then
Boffleaf.
what's? Oh, Meganium is the last one. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Oh, right.
Hey,
So,
hey,
no,
Mr. Right.
Boffleaf evolves into Baba Booey.
Bayleaf. If you
Miss-
if you
Miss-
evolve Chikorita in a courtroom, it becomes Bayliff instead.
Chat. Chat exploding into Pokemon Wikipedia.
Hey, hey, Mr. Youngin over there.
Huh?
If you want to take this voice modulator off, it's attached to my suit, and you know what happens then.
No! No!
Old
My
bag.
youthfulness is.
Um,
is what.
Should I say it? Should I say it?
I don't know what.
Yeah.
What.
Say-
Old bag. Old bag used Flash.
My accuracy!
Phoenix just starts waving his finger around wildly, like, "You did it! You did it!"
My youthfulness isn't what it used to be, so you should forgive me for everything.
Phoenix Wright used objection. It
This
missed.
This is the craziest Ace Attorney stream we've ever had. Oh
Really is.
my.
Oh, Dragonesque, you missed the best.
Dragonesque, I'm sorry. You missed some things.
Old bag is happening. That's all you need to know.
If you keep on barking at me like that, I'll start singing at the top of my lungs.
No, don't you sing.
What? What? What?
Oh,
Paris song.
bag.
It's a Paris
A
song.
striking figure by the sea, standing alone as he is. He's the Nickel Samurai.
All right, Edgeworth. If we swap places real quick, only she's gonna die. She's actually singing. Someone help my poor ears.
Mr. Edgeworth, can you please do something about this racket?
For his neutral special, Edgeworth uses a gun. Witness, I'll give you a piece of gum later if you'll be good and stick to just the facts.
Oh my god.
Okay. You promise, right?
Okay. Right? I'll be sending the bill for the chewing gum to your office at a later date.
You petty motherfucker! Remind me to send you a thank you note later too, Edgeworth, old chum. Pay me for my fee for representing you in court. This is craziness.
Oh.
Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago, you said he was wearing his racing jacket, and now he's not. We were so afraid of her taking the stand, and we were right.
Not too long ago.
Then let me ask you this. When you were itty bitty, what was your grand dream?
Huh?
What did you want to be when you grew up, whippersnapper?
My dream, huh?
A defense lawyer?
Well, I wanted to be Judge Wagner, hero of the public's court. Yeah, so what?
Oh, that's
Or?
cute.
Or? So I guess I was always interested in court? Alright.
Well,
That's
how old were they when the class trial happened?
We're in the third grade.
Yeah, they were young.
If they were in third grade, I don't know how old you are in third grade, but
Eight.
you know,
Eight.
before.
Like
about
8 or 9.
Okay. Yeah, there you go.
Look where you are now. You're not Judge Wagner. Are you? Are you?
Only
It's
Judge Wagner is Judge Wagner.
It's pronounced
Well-
Wagner.
Also, is Judge Wagner a real person, or is that an Ace Attorney thing?
I think that's a made up thing.
Okay.
What I said earlier. Who puts any weight in things like that? And then now is everything. It can't be held responsible for the past.
I hate you.
This is a stupid argument.
Since when did court become theatrics over testimonies?
Since I took the stand. All that matters is that man was inside the costume.
Isn't that enough?
Hold it! And why would that be?
That way no one could see his face, of course.
But there's still no advantage for him that I can see. In fact, you would think that the costume would make him stand out all the more.
You're such an annoying child, you know that? You disagree with everything that I say.
Are you telling me that you don't need to have that voice every time you put on that helmet?
Oh, this Chrome was fucking it up for me. I'm sorry.
I thought it maybe it was more troublesome for him to change in and out of his costume.
Are you just gonna bring out whenever you want?
Oh, Judge Wagner is apparently host of the People's Court, but it's actually Wapner? Oh, okay, cool. Interesting.
Oh,
was,
yeah, okay, I've heard of him.
Was there anything else scheduled to appear at the post-ceremony show?
Well, all contestants were supposed to go on stage in a friendly gesture thing.
And that included the Jammin' Ninja?
Of course it included him. That's why when Enguard came out of Juan's room, I didn't give it a second thought.
I see.
Well, anyway. So he must have worn Nickel Samurai.
So let me ask you one last time. The person you saw, it really was the Nickel Samurai?
As showy as ever. God damn it, Bapholeaf.
Bapholeaf, up top.
How Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning?
I'm your Nico
Can I throw in the towel yet? I just want to be done with you. I hate you so much.
You don't need to think too hard on this one.
Huh?
There's a contradiction in her testimony and it's sitting in plain sight. The question is what that contradiction means for us.
Well, I have to figure out what you're talking about first, but okay. Please, Mia, do you understand what is at stake here?
Nico Samurai
Okay,
has
She
been-
knows very well.
We should try and figure this one out before the stream end.
Yeah, this
I'm pretty sure I know.
Samurai, yes, it would have been convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder.
I've been reeling for the last half hour, so I have no idea what it is.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think it's this statement right here.
Oh my god. Pleated pants. Man on guard, we have to emancipate you from your ridiculous pleated pants.
Striped pants.
Lunar, what are you
There's no
thinking?
such thing as-
I am thinking it's the knife because the costume has gloves and you can't leave fingerprints on a knife while he's wearing gloves.
Oh, that makes sense.
Ah.
That makes a lot of sense.
The reason
Oh,
the
thank
fingerprints
God.
are on the knife is because he used it to eat.
Yeah, I guess.
Hey!
Yeah.
Oh, the music stopped. Thank you, Lunar. My mind is melted.
Yeah, everybody's a little
Sorry,
stupid at this point.
what?
I hate
Why
you.
would that be?
You know perfectly why.
I'm gonna kick you right in the helmet.
I'm
Please
tired.
take a look at this.
I'm gonna go to bed after this.
Yeah, so it's a knife. Big deal. If you're trying to scare me with that, I'll have you know it won't work. I've disarmed
No.
bigger weapons than that.
No, I do not need to hear that. That is not my intention at all.
That's the knife that was used in the murder, correct?
Your Honor, do you know why this piece of evidence is important to the case?
You don't even have to ask. It's because the defendant's fingerprints were on it.
Is that what you're driving at?
That is exactly what I am driving at. Very quickly.
Joke's on you, right? We both know you don't have a license.
Fuck!
What are we driving at? Whose car are we driving?
I'm driving a bike, Your Honor. If Mr. Your Engard was really in the Nickel Samurai costume at the time of the murder, then it's impossible for his fingerprints to have been left on this knife. Actually, he would have wiped all previous fingerprints on this knife right off.
I don't know about
You
that, but
know
we
all
get
of them, but...
we get the spirit.
Oh, that's right! The Nickel Samurai wears gloves, doesn't he?
He probably took his gloves off before he began the stabbing. That
Why
makes
would he
sense.
do that, though?
Objection! And why, thank you, Lunar, would he do something like that to leave his prints on the murder weapon? There's no way he would do something like that.
However, there is one possibility.
Then let's hear your possibilities, son!
It's very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as the Nickel Samurai. At the time, the defendant held no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk with the victim about the stage show. Which is why he took his gloves off.
But the murder did still take place.
It's well known that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim. You've got bad blood.
I have heard that before. Well, Mr. Ray, what do you have to say about Mr. Edgeworth's
You said that he
theory?
took the knife.
So let me get this straight. Edgeworth's theory goes like this. The fourth, the fifth. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing them. Now, up to this point, are there any problems with this theory?
Yes.
There is, because then why would he bring the knife?
Think about it one more time.
This theory contradicts something in an earlier testimony.
What are you babbling about?
Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. Ungard was the killer. If that is the case, I think it's impossible for the killer to have gone to the victim's room without intent!
Because the knife again?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah?
Damn, three times. Pretty good.
Oh,
Knife.
Knife. What do you have? This knife. This was used by Mr. Ungard at dinner.
Yes, we did establish that.
Which means that if my client was in fact the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Kurita.
I suppose.
However, you just said it yourself. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edgeworth, your theory was flawed from supposition 1! And one more thing. If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the moida, then there should be glove marks left on the knife. Okay, thinking a little farther than we did, but which means that the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't be all over it like bees on a hive. And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planted by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us!
Order! Order, I say! Order in the court! Was this knife really planted by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing? Why do you think, Judge?
The murder method to frame Matt Ungard.
It's to frame my client, Mr. Ungard, of course, dude.
To frame?
Aren't you forcing the interpretation just a little too hard on this one?
Hell no! But we just established that the witness saw the Nickel Samurai in costume. And if that were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife.
Ugh! Witness!
Looks like I made your life a little tiny bit more difficult, huh, Edgy Poo?
My work here is done.
Witness, did you or did you not really see the Nickel Samurai?
Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but...
Oh my god.
Are you saying you mixed up Mr. Ungard with the Nickel Samurai, his character on TV?
But I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Look, I was waiting around in front of their doors because, well...
Well, I wasn't waiting around for the Nickel Samurai, that's for sure.
She wasn't waiting for the Nickel Samurai. Alright then. Who were you stalking for then?
Don't call it stalking, it was
It's
just
stalking.
following from a distance.
Yeah, it's stalking.
That's top secret to anyone outside of security.
Let's see, I'm gonna guess either Juan.
I
Or-
have a
or
feeling you were
Adrian.
waiting for Mr. Juan Kurita. Am I correct, Witness?
The way you think, you're a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness.
So it was Adrian.
Amateur? Me? What am I an amateur of?
So Olbag was waiting around in front of the victim's room.
Alright, should we... It's 10 o'clock.
Let's-
Give a little bit longer.
Let's
Okay.
finish the question and then maybe
Okay.
we end there. But it
Okay.
doesn't
I haven't
sound
had-
like she was. It doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Kurita.
Maybe. Phoenix! Maybe the old bag was waiting around for that person.
If it's who I think Mia's hinting at, it's certainly possible. Miss Olbag, you were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you? It's not Juan.
It's Andrews.
Yeah, it's Andrews.
Nope.
Who is this person?
This is Adrian Andrews, Mr. Ungard's manager, and maybe here?
But why would the defendant manager be in the victim's room?
Alright, save here. Alright.
I think
Yeah.
so.
We are very
Okay.
close to a new testimony.
Oh, no. Okay.
Alright, no, we can push a little bit.
Oh, you want to keep pushing, or is it like I don't want to deal with another testimony?
Or right when it starts, right?
It seems that
Yeah.
this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor.
Oh, this is. Well, this is.
What is it?
The judge seems to be really into the article, if it can be called such a thing.
And this manager with the initials AA. Are you saying it's?
Adrian Andrews. Without a doubt, the witness thought so as well.
Looks like you found me out.
Alright, I'm gonna stop here.
You gonna stop here? Okay.
We know what's coming next.
All right. Well, today was fucking nuts.
Yeah.
What are you
Just a little.
talking about?
Absolutely bonkers is what I'm talking about.
Oh my god.
Oh, it
We
was
all
so
know
I
what's
fun.
am-
happening in the plot.
I am
Can we
upset.
bring the parent back to the stand?
Instead of
Just anyone else.
anyone but you.
Why? What have I ever done to you?
All right. I guess. Good night,
are we doing
chat. Tomorrow's
What are we
Hyrule
doing?
Tomorrow
Warriors.
we are doing Hyrule Warriors: Age of Calamity.
I'm excited for
Look
that.
forward
Hey.
I've been
It'll
looking
be less
forward to
crazy.
it.
Somehow, Hyrule Warriors will be less crazy than this.
Yeah.
Well, is that a challenge?
Is that a challenge? I hope so. Anyway, it was the Ace Attorney Chaos Edition.
It was.
Sorry, what kind of soup was it?
Sidebar soup.
Tomato soup.
Tomatoes. Well, did we do that
Tomato
last time?
soup.
We did that last time.
Maybe. Damn
Yeah.
it.
Mm.
Oh, nickel
Oh.
soup.
It was edgy poo soup.
Oh.
Don't like
Good
that.
night.
Night,
Bye.
everybody.
Good night, everyone.